It was a very normal session.
You do say that, typically.
We 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 tried to get a job, you know. We went around the docks and talked to some people. We found some people shipping darkwood, I believe, bronzewood. And we bought it from them. We're planning to, you know, as all good merchants will, upsell it in a different port.
Right.
As you should.
And so we did that. And well, I guess I also, yeah, I picked up Hamish, and Hamish is like in a wheelchair bound,
Salamanca.
but out of the
Oh, no.
hospital.
No.
We went and talked to Wix for a bit and thanked him. We had tea. And then we set off to enlighten me.
We were gonna sell in Port Prosper, right?
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Yeah. So we set off to Fort Prosper.
And then things got
Unfortunately,
funny.
during our very normal voyage, Aja and some people started feeling kind of a little uncomfy, a little bit sick, maybe a little yellow.
That's pretty racist.
And pretty much, so it's okay. I can say it. Pretty much everyone who was involved in the spell that banished Quartz's monster thing has been was like poisoned somehow, and we all had a pretty bad time of it. And we had to about ship and head all the way back to New Winchester to see a doctor really quick. And the doctor proclaimed that we were all dying of arsenic poisoning.
Right. That's normal.
But he was pretty quick about it and got us some blood transfusions with only mild suspense. We all managed to survive being poisoned by arsenic somehow. And we ended the session with an exorbitant medical bill, massively decreased physical stats, and well, we don't know how we got poisoned. Now that I'm thinking about it, it must have been the spell. It couldn't have been Wix, right? But also Wix, I'm pretty sure Wix gave us
tea repeatedly.
He gave us all tea after
Multiple
a
times.
celebration.
Yeah.
No, I mean he's into some pretty weird teas.
Maybe arsenic's just part of the tea.
Surely Wix wouldn't have poisoned us.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's where we ended the session, back in New Winchester. And in debt. Again.
In debt again. Okay. Yeah,
That never happens. I don't know what you're talking about.
We need to like make money.
I mean, yeah, that's the idea here.
Somehow.
You all grab some.
Can we agree that our course of action will make us money?
Yeah, that's why you're going to sell bronzewood.
We need to make more money. We need larger scale money making events.
Okay. What do you want to do? Smuggle?
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks.
Yay or nay? Would anyone like to veto this action? Keen is suggesting we become a smuggling ship.
We already are gonna make back a bunch of money from this bronzewood thing. We also have to discover how we got poisoned. Like, we could go talk to Wix.
Start smuggling. So.
Or we could just start smuggling right now.
I don't think you could just tell the GM we are going to smuggle now, and that's not just going to create instant money.
What? I literally see no issue with this.
That just seems silly.
Does our captain have input here? Like, I don't think we could just start smuggling. Nor
Even
nor
there?
should we really. I mean, maybe we're having this discussion in the common room. Like, how are we? What?
Ministry officer. I
Yeah,
know
we'll
exactly how
say
these
that
things work.
all your characters are like sitting down. You're all actually. We should probably figure that out at some point too. But figure out how long it's been since the event. And you're just kind of sitting down, and Keen's like, "So how about smuggling? How about smuggling, fellas?
We
How about
we
that?"
have a legitimate job lined up. We have a haul full of bronzewood that will catch quite
Yes,
the
but we have
profit.
just spent.
Don't really.
How much money
see-
did we spend on the mob again?
A lot.
How much money did we
That
pay
is
them
that is behind us. Now we're in debt because of this medical bill.
Yes, but our medical bills are.
I can't
Separate
believe New
issue.
Winchester doesn't have universal health care. So messed up.
Well, there's always the Blue Kingdom, or wait, where is?
The Blue Kingdom is not where
This is
anyone
like
is
IRL
from.
Britain, but without the
Oh,
without
okay.
the only good
that
thing.
relay's farther away.
Well,
Okay.
actually, the Blue Kingdom relay is right next to New Winchester, but you're not.
Exactly.
Nobody there wants any of your mortal goods.
That's probably true.
You can bang a skeleton in the game.
Yo!
Oh my god.
Uh,
Let's.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm just
That sounds kind of
gonna
big,
question
honestly.
it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Was
Wait. I'm trying to look up a map to figure this out.
so
What are you trying to do? Those maps aren't going to be accurate.
Yeah,
Just
I know, but
ask
they should
me-
just be.
Ask me the question of
Oh.
what you want Keen to know, and I can tell you if he knows it or not.
Right.
You can also just
So,
DM it to me.
yeah. Okay, so what was I gonna say? Wait, what is in? Albion, yeah, okay. We could smuggle stuff through London, right? Through Albion has.
Yeah, you could go to Albion, which is where
okay.
London is, so you could
And that's
go.
my Prosper.
Yeah. Yes, it's true. The relay is right next to Prosper.
okay, but like still though, what is where did you get this idea of smuggling? Like what
It makes mad bank.
Well,
why do we need to?
well,
We
mainly-
already have a perfectly legal
Well,
job lined up that is
Yeah,
going
but
to
you
make
could
us
do
money.
2 birds with
Okay,
one
so-
stone.
I'm not implying that we drop this job. I'm just implying that we can make more money. The transit relay right next to Port Prosper seems a great place to go afterwards.
We should see
It's like
about our
a-
finances after this job, mate.
Well, we need to find goods somewhere if we are going to smuggle. Just the other half of
We're not going to smuggle. I think we can do perfectly
Hamish have
fine
any
staying within
input
the
on
law.
this?
Yeah, what does Hamish think? He's the captain after all.
Yeah.
I do think our friend Hamish might be having some connection issues. I don't know.
Maybe. I think he might just be otherwise indisposed. He came here woefully unprepared.
I mean, I think it seems a lot like just easy money. The port authorities aren't very thorough, and seems a good way to supplement our
Yeah.
income.
Does Keen know how thorough or like how easy it would be to smuggle something into Port Prosper?
You can roll what's it called?
Intelligence.
Yeah, probably intelligence or education.
Keen is a very intelligent
And I'm
man.
assuming you're just going to be repeating all this information to the characters, so I'll
Keen
just...
is not a very intelligent man.
Okay, well, do you want to push your luck the roll?
Keen will push the rolls.
How are you going to push it? You can also DM me if you
Um,
have other specific details you want to pull in from the story.
well, I can look into this with my contacts to try and figure out how viable of a plan this would be.
I suppose I'm outvoted. It would be up to the captain. Yeah.
I like how Aja is forgetting the fact that Keen is literally a ministry agent. Like I feel
Well,
like
that's why he's such like surprised and adamantly being like, why
Well,
would he
I've
do
seen
this?
how much money people make
yeah, but
doing
think
such
about how
things.
easy it would be to have a ministry agent help you smuggle things. I mean, come on.
That
Yeah,
that is true.
on behalf of the Queen, you can do a lot of things.
But would this be on behalf of the Queen? That seems like a bit of a stretch.
Well, the ministry does all sorts of business.
Like, have you smuggled before?
You remember the CIA? Have you ever heard of the CIA in
well-
South America? Or just Mexico? Or anywhere, really. I can't hear anyone. It's not a good sign for my connection.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Okay.
Okay, I mean, I guess we do have an inside man, but why we should just be on our way and see how much profit we get off the Bronzewood. Does anyone actually have any more business in New Winchester?
New Winchester.
I mean, I'm all for getting out of here, but
Can Keen have wrapped up his business now, assuming
Yeah,
that he knew that we
yeah.
were leaving?
I mean,
Okay. Well, I guess not. We could pick up more jobs around here, but I think that we're leaving, so.
Right then. Then with the captain's purvey, which I assume we have, we should
Yeah,
just
I
be
don't-
on our way.
I don't know what's happening
We
with
have-
Hamish right now.
Uh,
Oh wait, you've
we're
been, yeah, people have been like asking for your input, my guy.
hello.
Yeah, we
No,
hear you.
yeah, sorry, the connection is not. Okay. So what have people been asking?
So Hamish walks into, wheels into the room as right as Aj is like, and with the captain's purvey, then
Captain,
What's going on
Keen's-
here?
why don't
Over
you
here,
explain
over
to
here.
him your rather audacious idea
My
The
audacious
original
idea is that we
little-
make money.
that will
Mm.
yes,
How
that is
do you
my idea
propose-
too.
By transiting illicit goods.
Is this source of income? Is this source of income going to be from New Winchester itself?
No. Well, maybe.
Would you care to specify, Keen?
Well, I don't know how we would get our hands on such things, obviously, but goods generally transited from the Reach to Albion tend to be quite valuable. Some of them
So, a bit more trading, you say? Our finances are a bit crippled. We had to pay for your healing because of that strange poisoning that you endured.
Well, it wasn't just me, was it? And of course, we could take out a loan, and it would cover
yeah, you probably could.
the purchase of goods.
Loans.
I'm sure
Are you
a pen
sure
could be
about
found in
this?
Albion.
You must always be careful as to what loans you take out.
God forbid we take out a subprime mortgage.
Indeed, most religions of those of Abraham forbid usury. Anyways, where do you propose we take out this loan?
Well, first we'd have to figure out where to get certain illicit goods.
Illicit. It's better not to get the authorities hot on our tail. We are already trying to work off
Don't
a
worry.
debt I owe to a noble I slighted.
This is what I was telling him.
That is your problem, not ours.
Duh.
He is
Oh, it is all your problem now.
I mean, that doesn't.
He's indicted
really
you.
Poisoned, and all of us are trying to pay for that.
That as well.
That is our collective problem. Wait, okay, I'm totally forgetting. Is there a person that we all owe money to?
Just
Well,
medical bills.
well, Hamish, mainly Hamish, but also I think he also was like, yeah, you guys help.
Oh, is this the person from or
But
from
I might be remembering.
or LNR? LNF?
Yeah, it's wait, no, he was the nobleman that you beat up in New Winchester that one time. That Hammond.
Oh,
this
yeah,
guy, okay.
that we missed that from the recap. We did go talk to the noble, and he gave us a letter that we have to
He wants us to
deliver,
deliver it. Yeah.
also to somewhere in Fort Prosper, I believe.
Yeah, that
I
was the
mean,
reason why
we
you
seem to have-
picked Port Prosper. You got the letter first, and then
Yes.
you were like, all right,
And-
these are options. It's gonna.
And
Okay.
we also learned that to get Hamish out of the wheelchair, we have to go all the way to this like weird frozen place that's really far away.
Would that be Magdalene's?
Lustrum.
Lustrum.
Magdalene, like for like people with like emotional issues.
Right.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
sanitarium. Place on the skies. Play the game.
Yeah. I've forgotten the role.
I just read the wiki, so I know all the lore.
I see.
The most
Is
powerful
No,
form of
correct.
media consumption. I just read the wiki.
Hospital?
I am. You guys can call me the reader because I read.
Fair enough.
Hmm. Okay. So we need to go to Lustrum at some point. That's cool.
So
Well-
are you or are you not going to smuggle?
I'm sure we could find something that we could take through Albion. I mean, I'm sure we could find somewhere close to the Albion relay that would, on the other side, that would be willing to take our goods, and then we could come right back, and that would fund our trip to Lustrum,
What
and maybe a little bit more.
what goods would you even be talking about, Keatons?
Oh, well. Pulls out laundry list of things the port authorities would not approve of.
Pulls out
Any of these?
ministry approved list of things that are not ministry approved.
Ministry approved disapproval list.
Well, yes, every ministry I think keeps something like this on them.
Really?
Indeed, it's like it's got a little like ministry stamp at the top, and then it's like this insanely long list of like this, like Red Honey, Starshine, schmut novels, anything that doesn't have an official British stamp on it because they censor everything back in those days.
But novel
Oh, that caught your
Novels
attention,
are-
huh?
are
Yeah.
smuggled and illegal?
I thought
That's
it was
really
just-
funny.
I thought
There's
it was
lots
just
of
any.
illicit literature in
It's
this
public
age.
decency. There's a ministry for it.
Isn't it just any form of romance novel?
Yeah,
I don't know
pretty-
if it's
well,
any form.
It might be a little bit harsher than that, but you know.
Well, I remember in Sunless Sea, you could buy unstamped romance novels, and those were
Yeah, but
contraband.
I believe those were implied to be like hardcore schmut novels.
Yeah, whatever.
No, it's worth
Take it
knowing.
title.
Yeah, I don't think it's all romance. I think it's just
Yeah, if you look at the
hot
description,
and sexy.
it's also revolutionary texts and a few others.
That feel when the text is revolving. Wow, that was bog water humor. I'm sorry.
That was pretty
I'm
terrible.
sorry.
Yeah, please don't do that one again.
I like stopped doing that and considered what I was saying.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess Audrey would be like, well, I suppose there's some of these that aren't too harmful or dangerous. I mean, some of these I assume you would simply receive a slap on the wrist should you be discovered. I do not know. I have not messed with the Ministry of Public Decency. Will they really lay down that much power if you ship some rather explicit
well,
novels?
I can reach out to some contacts and find out.
It would be
Can I
reasonable.
do that with a
to
pushed intelligence roll?
But
With a pushed intelligence roll? Yeah, you probably could. You could take
if you
your,
fail, you
your
trip
bat.
and fall.
Take Queenie
Yeah.
and a letter.
Yeah.
3.
Okay. Just DM me what exactly the letter says and who exactly you're sending it to, and I can give you the answer. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly, but like broadly what you're asking and who you're sending it to.
Yeah.
Because, you send it to the wrong ministry guy, they'll be like, What? What are you trying to do? Excuse me?
You have to know which ministry to
That was
send
good
it
for
to.
your
The
boss.
guy, like, I mean, this is like literally like the setting where there's a ministry of like redundant ministries, right?
Ministry of Ministries. Ministry of the Ministries.
That
Ministry of
I want to be the head of the Ministry of Redundant Ministries. That would be so epic.
amazing. You
Everyone,
can become part of
what is
minutes.
what is the HR department? They're like everyone is just hella depressed.
You can just
It's like-
become a part of Parliament.
Not to be confused with the redundant ministry of ministries.
Yeah, of course not. Why would those be there?
How does that happen in game? Do you have like a specific title
Huh?
that you need to get into Parliament?
To what?
Become part of Parliament.
Yeah, you have to go to the Broken Parliament thing, and then you have to do a few quests, and then you are part of Parliament, and you can go around and campaign, and
Oh, really?
there's a bunch of
We need to
really
make-
goofy ones. Like, there's one port where some kid throws a rotten egg at you, and you're just like, someone should make a law against that, and so you can go to Parliament and presumably pass
That's
a law
really
against
funny.
kids throwing rotten eggs.
Against the throwing of rotten eggs. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I would do
it's
that
not
too.
the most engaging storyline, but it's a fun thing to do every now and then when you're in Albion.
Okay, guys, so we need to detour our campaign away from making money and towards becoming part of Parliament. I take it all back. Smuggling's off the
Part
table.
of Parliament?
Yeah, definitely.
That
need
would
to
be
have-
pretty awesome.
We need to have Hamish become part of Parliament and represent
Hamish?
our ship.
Hamish
they're
is
like-
just
yeah.
like Bernie Sanders, for real.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why are you guys immediately? Hamish is just like this desiccated old man.
I think you
he's like
mean distinguished and wise.
Yeah,
it's like
life events that few others can compare.
his political leanings are like weird, like esoteric evangelical Christianity and wistful American nostalgia that he has to hide that the British don't like remove his balls. And he still has them.
The what?
Yeah.
Okay.
He will maintain his testicular identity or integrity.
Anywho, I believe we're looking a little bit too far. I guess I'll say this in character. Like, I believe, look, we can come to a decision on this later. For now, we should be off, right? Captain, we have no more business in New Winchester, right? New Winchester, as
unless-
some might say.
Unless some of you detect an opportunity to accrue more wealth, I think it is better that we take off. We must immediately recoup our financial losses. We have already tanked so many hits to our income. And indeed, I don't want another arsenic poisoning. The cause of that is still obfuscated to me, but we must remain ever vigilant.
Yes. I don't know if it was Wix or not, but to be honest, I'd rather
Well,
not know. We should just
most
get
of
out.
you were present at
We
that
continue to
ritual,
fly
except for me.
right.
I assume that the ritual must have done something to you, but that is my wager.
Yeah. That's definitely what it was. We're okay.
Anyways,
Um,
let us ready the. We must. I agree that we must depart post haste. By the way, Arj,
I'm gonna like pull him aside. And be like,
those strangers from the Eagles Imperium, can you assure me that they won't be following you any longer?
close to my mic, whisper. I don't think they really. I have nothing for them. I can't
Well-
assure, but I don't think they will.
Keep your weapons close, regardless.
Yes.
Anyways, start up the engines. We must be heading off now.
This is really funny because I didn't include that in the recap on accident, but we're just not going to tell them.
You might want to.
How much do I know about Eagles Imperium and what they were talking about?
Aja wouldn't. Maybe the captain would.
Oh, right.
yeah. Hamish picked him up from the Imperium. He probably knows like the surface level issues with them and like the darkness and stuff, but he doesn't know anything about whatever Aja's got going on. To him, Aja was just like a buff dude that he picked up from a town, and he's like, cool. more hands on deck.
He's just like, what?
I'm sorry, what is this talk? Eagles Imperium? Isn't that in the Blue Kingdom?
Eleutheria.
Yeah.
British people are.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, you're a little too eager here.
Yeah, okay. He will make the mistake anyways.
Okay, so I guess we're setting off then.
Keen's
That
asking
we're
you a
decided.
question,
Yes.
But sure.
What is this all about? This Eagles Imperium thing? Being followed?
We were whispering. Our characters were whispering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
You can probably see that we're whispering, but
You could roll listen if you want.
I would like to.
wow.
Opposed checks within the crew.
We really should
Where's
just
Listen?
space this Keynes, dude. I don't trust him. Once
Okay,
the
whatever.
gamble,
He
once
is suspect, is he not?
yeah.
You see Keen kind of like listening in.
I mean, it's natural. Roger won't say anything.
He's not gonna push that. He's just gonna let it. No, or just let it happen.
Don't repair the pipes with P.
Okay. Okay. So, your characters are heading off to Prosper?
Mhm.
Alright.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Well,
Unless,
what's up?
unless you tell us otherwise. Unless you tell us otherwise,
So
because
all of
something's
you
messing us up.
die, so, before you reach Port Prosper. Do you have any, like, you want to check the news or anything before you head, or you're chilling?
Hayes would like to find the latest newspaper
Alright, sure.
and skim
How's
through
the
it.
war going?
One
It's
very
going.
particular complaint.
What's he looking for? Oh, I might have to send these
An
separately.
accusation of wrongdoing.
Oh, right. Well, luckily you don't find anything about that.
Okay.
It looks like your little that didn't quite make the paper.
Okay.
All these papers are fucking gold. Okay.
Um,
Ooh,
yeah.
much
So,
more.
in a strange turn of events, both the Tacketies and the Windward Company have published statements today claiming that they were behind last month's supernatural assault. Both have warned the other to be wary, lest the same event happen at their home ports of Lustrum and Port Prosper, respectively. A poll of New Winchester residents has shown an increase in animosity along partisan lines, but bipartisan sentiment concurs that the two can continue warring as long as they don't do it here. Unfortunately for New Winchester, it appears that now that the neutral zone has been violated, this may not be the case for long. See Neutrality, page 2.
Can I ask something?
Are you able to see it,
So,
Hamish?
I mean, yeah,
Okay,
I'm reading it right now.
got you.
But
Just checking.
the behind last month's supernatural assault, are they referring to the shit we dealt with?
Yes.
Yeah, they are. Remember in
That's
the
funny.
previous
That's really
paper, they were
funny.
all like, oh yeah, like, there's no way we didn't do it, and it appears that they've 180'd. Also, we never actually
Well-
discussed is how long of downtime are your characters spending before you're getting back on your feet and back into business? Like a few weeks?
Just a few days. I don't know.
A few days. A few days, you're not going to get much healing. But if you're okay
It's
with
gonna
that,
take as much time as you can get.
okay. What's the overall sentiment?
I don't know. I mean, my physical stats are gone, and I don't know if they're going to come back. So,
You can heal. It'll just take a while.
It'd probably be wise to take a few weeks then. At
Yeah.
least 2.
yeah, probably.
Okay, 3 weeks.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Is it possible for I forgot to mention that I need to take healing, but I totally forgot about that. I think I'm at like 2 health right now. So we'll figure that out. They'll be fine.
Your health will be back. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, so let me reset all of your stats because they are severely damaged, shall we say. So, don't mess with anything on your character sheets for a hot minute. Let me think. 22, so that's gonna be 60.
Right.
So all your
I'm supposed to gain
Constitution,
a bit of sanity back
Dexterity.
too, right?
Yes, you should get your sanity back from however much I told you from your backstory. Let's see here, 70.
Well,
All
okay, I
your
will roll.
con, strength, and dexterity are going to be lowered by 10. For everyone who was poisoned. So
Okay.
just fixed Keens.
Whoa.
Ajas.
They're gonna be what? Sorry.
They're going to be lowered by 10.
From
But-
their
no, you're-
original max?
Yes, from their original max. So Aja, if you just want to do that for yourself, you can. Let's see here. So that should be
So that
nice.
just
Which
bring
dice were poison?
Everyone but Hamish. I can fix yours,
Dive,
Hayes,
Dex
as
and
well.
stuff.
Oh, okay.
Con should be because I have all the values written down for Keen and Hayes. Dexterity is already lowered by 10 for Byron. We go to
Okay, did
Hayes.
you lower mine?
Yeah,
or
I
do
fixed
need to
yours. No, I did yours. So let me think. That's gonna be 49. So it should be 40 right there, or not 40. Wait. Plus. Okay. So it should be 50. And then strength, Constitution should be back up to 59, 60, 50. And Dexterity should be back up to, let's see, 80, 70. Okay, so it's Hayes, and then let's see here. Aja, are you back up?
Yep. I now have 340s.
I think your strength was higher than that, wasn't it?
Or everything was 50, but now I've decreased
Okay.
it all by 10. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Right. Then that solves that. So all your characters, they're not feeling good. They're all definitely not the most healthy, not the most hardy, not the most hale. There's still a little bit of jaundice. There's still some hair loss for some of you. For some of you, it's not really terribly noticeable, especially if your face is half wrapped in bandages. But Keen, you've lost some of your charm here, and it's bothering you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, someone took your suit, so you're not sure what happened with that.
Yeah.
But you're kind of annoyed by that.
Can I keep a lookout for that?
Yeah,
Just-
sure. You can just roll, I guess, spot hidden just for ambient.
I can. Which one within the crew?
Okay. Okay.
Ooh,
So
okay.
nothing turns up
Well,
for the
fair.
foreseeable future.
Yeah.
At least throughout your downtime. That's unfortunate. Let's see here. So, bam, bam.
I like that suit.
So you've got your info from the paper. In case your characters decide to go after any of them. But it's up to you. You find you go through the job postings, and most of them are far too technical for some people like you, other than maybe asks for crewmates. But you do find one job posting that asks for investigation into a house, which you bookmarked. You're like, well, this is something we can do, and it does seem to be a quick source of money. If your characters decided to pursue it. But, of course, how quick is entirely the question, isn't it? So...
900 sovereigns is a lot of money. Sorry to interrupt, but also, no.
Where's this house?
It is a lot.
it's in New Winchester.
Oh,
yeah,
PTSD. PTSD.
We can't stay in New Winchester. We have to get out of here.
Okay, well, maybe it'll be waiting for you when you
But-
get back.
Consider
It's a lot of money.
900 stuff.
It's a lot of money.
How tempted are you, guys? I mean, I'm not tempted. I have an iron will. I'm not horny at all. I don't want 900 summers. What are you talking? I don't need those. I don't need those.
We're fine.
Up to you guys.
Can you roll your
Corey, yeah.
intelligence real quick?
Okay.
Don't worry,
Me,
it's nothing bad.
I thought it's like intelligence to resist my own greed.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so you recall that you actually have seen the same job posting. You were pretty
I
sure you saw
succeed.
the same job posting in last month's paper. Or not last month's,
Yeah,
but
I
like
remember
3 weeks
that.
ago's paper. And you kind of like sift through your table and you're like,
Crazy.
oh, there it is in the wastebasket. And it looks like the reward has gone up by about 300 sovereigns.
Okay.
Oh,
so if
okay.
we come
Wait,
back-
it's gonna. If we wait, it'll be more. Either someone will have solved it and will have lost out, or the price will go up because it's gone unresolved. So,
Yeah.
you know,
You
Look,
also note that
we're
on
thinking
this-
like good, cold-hearted capitalists.
You
But
also
yeah, sorry,
note
go
that reading this edition of the paper, you note that the previous edition said seeking another crew of investigators. This one says seeking yet another crew of investigators with experience. Which is sort of rough.
I just want to deliver the letter, you guys. I think we've done enough investigating. for
Yeah,
now.
yet another is worrying.
But the reward,
Yeah.
it
that's
is.
true.
It's an interesting word choice there.
I mean, it's like we do like one investigation. It's like, what's the worst that could happen? Town is almost destroyed by a new sun. Captain is crippled and wheelchair bound by like hypothermia. Like several of our crewmates almost like off themselves are now stuck with permanent mental like issues.
That's perfectly normal behavior.
I've been very normal, very normal.
No. Okay.
Seeing how long you can last in this game, like
Yeah, honestly, I'm amazed that some of you have made it this far. So
As am I.
your characters kind of like finish some last business, buy some more supplies, load up the rations, get enough hardtack to last you for a few days. And you notice as you're coming back, you're all like walking back, lugging gigantic crates, with Hamish in the front, like kind of taking inventory, appraising everything, and the rest of the crew members, and in fact probably your entire crew of I guess it's 9 now, right? Yeah, 9. Or no, is it
just
10?
like wheeling me around.
Is it 10? You have 5 players plus 4 crewmates. Yeah. Byron is extremely helpful, given the fact that he's built like a tank. You notice as you're walking through that a crowd has gathered further down the street. It appears to be made mostly of beggars, rabble, and those scorned by society. A
What's
withered
going on?
man in tattered, gray-toned priest clothes stands atop an actual soapbox, shouting blasphemies about the masses. On this grubby and profane corner, a group of yellow-collared vicars? I actually don't know how to say that.
Vicars.
Vicars? Okay,
yeah.
there we go. Are trying to make themselves heard above the furious yelling. What's that? Okay, my roommate says it's 100% vicars. Okay, I have to find out.
I have
He's
to
lying to you.
right.
He's lying to you.
Vicar.
No, he's right. You're both wrong.
It's Vicar. No,
It's
no. That's what they said in Bloodborne.
Oh god, this is like
Bloodborne's
Sith
wrong.
life.
Sorry.
But Bloodborne's like British, and this is a British setting, so you have to say it British.
Oh,
Right.
Okay. Maybe.
Vicar.
It might be Vicar.
No,
British.
if in British pronunciation is Vika. So
No, I'm gonna,
Oh.
dude, I'm gonna like punch my own cock, dude. This is not fair.
Bloodborne is not a reliable source.
That seems like a bit of an overreaction.
I think it's an underreaction.
What type of terrible voice actor they get to do Bloodborne?
I mean, I think Vicar
no,
sounds like
it's
cooler,
real.
but it's just not right. So
Yeah,
Sad
it's,
world.
I mean, what's more dope though? Okay, what's more dope there?
Yeah, can we rule 0?
Can you
The
roll
English
0?
language?
So that's-
Yeah,
instead of
I
Vicar.
mean that's how linguistic drift happens.
Yeah. That's every one of
when
my
people start Rule
essays.
Zero,
My
like,
professors hate me.
Yeah.
Dirty.
In any case, a group of yellow-collared vicars are trying to make themselves heard above the furious yelling of the gaunt priest. You figure you could probably pass these people by if you really wanted to. You are mildly intrigued, though.
Can I listen just out of curiosity? Hamish is just gonna listen to what these priests are saying.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so the priest, the one that is yelling,
Okay.
is talking about the Judas Psalm and the power of cursing and the joy of spite. He talks until his voice is a hoarse whisper about the release and repentance to be found therein. Is there anyone you would wish to curse in the name of God? Well, join the Judas Psalm and do just that.
This is a weird sect, dude.
It is very
saying?
weird.
Am I hearing anything else?
I mean, he's going on like
Sure.
a long time. It essentially seems to be just kind of like this absolution.
All right.
in
I'm just
cursing
gonna
people.
be like to
It's
Aja.
very like against good Christian ideals. Good. I actually don't remember if he said he was Catholic or Protestant. But it is-
Protestant. Well,
it's
Hamish.
Protestant, there you go.
Clearly a Protestant, just like vagrant, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
not to be
exactly.
trusted and all that.
So what's Hamish's plan here then?
Well, Hamish is just gonna look at Aja and say,
We must hasten our pace out of this place. I fear if I listen to this man's blasphemy any longer, I will be compelled to stay and debate.
Yes. Of course, it is a sort of.
Oh, my lungs will
Slap.
rupture.
Let's
you
keep
the truth
I'll keep
of the
pushing his
truth
chair.
scripture.
I'll keep pushing his chair.
It is very
You
tempting.
masquerade. You masquerade in false
we're-
trappings.
wait, so
but like the
we're still
Antichrist,
In New
like
Winchester,
Lucifer, he
right?
appears as an angel of light.
I'm sorry?
But he is-
We should just get back to the ship and set
Probably,
off.
but
really.
on the other hand, you're kind of like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
that might be-
can I really get absolution by yelling "fuck you" over and over? You're like, that sounds pretty cool.
Don't think so.
You sure? This guy seems to think he can.
well, but Aja's probably like, he probably
Human
believes in like
hatred has
Tengri
only ever
or something.
led
Right.
to more hatred. This cannot fix
Are
anything.
you sure?
Besides, those
Sure.
Christians are crazy.
I have to.
Tengri, the sky
Okay.
god, is the only Only that I only adhere to the analects of Confucianism.
Oh, that's an interesting Christian take.
Well, no. I'm saying Aja would, because he's from the.
Oh yeah, yeah. Confucianism.
I
No,
mean, it's-
Aja's
Or
more
unless
of
you're
like
a
a Taoist
Taoist.
or Taoist.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Honestly. Yeah. No one follows the true way here. Everybody's following weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you decide to walk away just as you see a bunch of the beggars and rabble. You see some more of the priests of that same sect kind of like mingling in with them, and the yellow collared vicars are not happy about this. And as you're walking away, you see the minor disagreements become heated disagreements, become an all-out brawl. Your characters are
Oh.
welcome to keep walking.
What are the yellow collars saying?
Oh, okay.
They're
That's-
mostly just
Ooh, that's
saying the
something.
whole, that's blasphemy. You can't say that.
Okay, so they're more like traditional.
Yes, it appears so. In fact, you recognize the uniform as the sequencer sect, which worships Christian gods, the new Christian god, that being the Clockwork Sun. That sect, in fact, was the ones who built the Clockwork Sun and the Dawn Machine for all of you Sunless Seas lore enthusiasts.
Hamish is probably Hamish is probably like an American like Baptist, and he probably thinks like, okay, both these sects are going to hell, but at least the sequencers are going to like less deep part of hell, probably.
Okay.
Okay, well, here we are, fleeing religious conflict.
So you're just like, all right.
Yeah,
sweet.
it is for the best. It is for the best.
And so you head back to the ship.
Hamish, you could see Hamish like boiling, like literally like seething. There's a vein
Steam
on his
coming
like
out of his ears.
dry. Yeah.
No, yeah, absolutely, as it should be.
They knew the true scripture.
Entirely failing to cope.
Entirely.
He's coping. He's seething.
Oh my
It's not
god,
doing
that
well.
the Matoran cope gif that will live on in my memory forever.
Real.
It's very, very important.
Don't
Oh, it's a
remember
recent
that.
development. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So, you board your ship, set a course, fire the engines,
Okay.
and head out from New Winchester. So, let's see here. You're headed over to... I'm sorry?
I have one last set of questions.
Oh, yeah.
In your
sorry.
DMs.
No, yeah. I was getting to that, but I was thinking I would say it after I presented the next thing. But if
Okay.
this is
Well-
more... No, yeah, sorry.
I just want to bring this up before we chart a course.
Okay. Um.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
What? Albion's the one by Prosper, right?
Yes, Albion is the one by Prosper, goes to the actual London, hence why Port Prosper is pretty much like mini London, small London. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Bam bam.
That's oh, sorry.
Okay. But yes, so if you want to respond to them, get a little more info, you can.
Yeah, I would like to. I guess we can start. Well, before we set a course, I think it would be good to note that we, or I have a contact in Titania who might be able to help us acquire some Goods.
Is that on the way to Prosper?
Not
A
really.
little bit out of the way.
Perhaps we should finish our job at Prosper first before we visit that contact.
Yes.
Well,
all seem
we
to
would be tracking
quite
backwards a
scattered,
lot.
but-
We would be backtracking quite far to go there. If we did that. This would be a detour on our way to Prosper, and then we would be able to go through the relay at Prosper right afterwards.
I will ask the opinions of the other crew before we settle on a consensus. Do you think it would be more prudent to visit Prosper or this Titania first?
Well, Titania is detour on the way to Prosper. It's about, at least, I don't know about your map, but on my map, it's about halfway.
It's
You take a detour and you go about like a third of an extra distance.
yeah,
like
pretty
a third
much.
of the distance extra.
Yeah, it's
And then-
pretty much that because the Titania tile is Titania and LNS. So presumably, if your map is populating so that Prosper and Magdalene's are on the next tile over.
Yeah,
it would
I
be a
have
third
Prosper
of
and
the way over.
Magdalene's to the tile left. Is
Yeah,
that?
I have the same thing,
Okay.
just probably in a different part of the circle from.
Yeah,
you.
different location.
So yeah, and you have an accurate judgment of the distance. It's not super far out of the way, but it's definitely not on the way.
Wait, and what do we have? Doing Titania again,
I
sorry.
have a contact who would be able to help us get some illicit goods that would be able to be
Okay.
trafficked through
I
Albion.
don't think we should begin smuggling until we have to. I don't know. It is up. I would defer
We
to
are
the captain,
guaranteed.
but we should stay on the right side of the law until we have to. Like,
We are guaranteed a safe source of income if we were to complete this noble's request, whereas smuggling incurs more risk. I think we should focus on the delivery of the letter first before we consider whatever it is you want to do at Titania.
Well, if we don't, the Titania job is on a tight time basis, so it's soon or never.
Well, this, well,
And there's
Alright, Hamish just thinks for a moment.
I will still cast my vote in favor of Prost, but if the majority of the crew prefers this Titania business, then we will head towards it. For we are a democracy in the skies.
Yeah, well, we're dead poor right now.
you should be part of. You should be a politician.
No,
Perhaps we can set you up as a politician.
I would rather not sell
I do
my
not think
soul.
we should mess with politics. Yeah, that does not seem. We are sailors, right? Why don't we just deliver this
Yes.
bronze wood? This does not seem. We can reassess from there, but we have a simple solution in front of us, which is what we have always done.
Okay, by the way, this is completely irrelevant to anything, but did we name our new ship?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
we didn't.
okay, Hamish is naming it.
Never
Add
decided.
thunder cries.
I
No.
don't know if your
Hamish will call
firepower.
it the Paul Revere.
Yeah, I don't know if
Oh,
your
no.
firepower is
Because-
on that level.
Because Hamish named the last one the John Paul Jones.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Okay, yeah, Hamish named the last one the John Paul Jones, so in keeping with the naming convention, he'll name this one the Paul Revere.
Ah, hell no. We flying in
Oh gosh.
in Paul Revere.
the
This is
Paul
the
Revere.
worst timeline.
It's like
Well,
it's like my real convictions are like, oh yeah, they were very flawed people. Like a lot of them were slave owners, but Hamish is like they are the most glorious examples of human existence known
If
to
you
this
had-
world.
if it helps to know that we would be delivering it from Titania to the Serene Mausoleum, which should be within safe routes.
You won't have to go too far off the map, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to go to that.
So the risk should be minimal during the delivery.
The bigger risk is more so just that you'd be encountering a lot of ministry.
Obviously,
Okay.
the main risk is through the transit relay. Besides that, we should be okay.
All right. Let me track the votes. So Hamish, nay.
There was a vote in the
I
Audra,
already posted a vote. in the
Nay.
chat.
poll. Aiden
I think
posted a
it's-
poll.
oh, never mind.
I think it's evenly split.
Oh, it is. Well, let's call in the NPC voters. What would they want?
They're gonna default to you.
Like,
Your crewmates are
works.
pretty
okay.
nonchalant.
The captain's so powerful. Fitting.
Yeah. All right. Then we've overwhelmed the minority. We go to Prosper instead.
I don't know that it is
We-
a minority. It's not so much like their votes are. I mean, it's up to you if you want to consider their votes to be like automatically by default with whatever Hamish is, but it's more so
Well,
just whatever
I think
Hamish
they
decides,
would
they'll do
dissent.
it. I don't.
At least some of them. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I think it'd be a fairly even split. Some of them would probably be like, "Mm, yeah, sure, like I'm willing. I like money. I like money. Ooh, is that some money? Money. Give me some money, please. What the barnacle? Sorry.
SpongeBob me, Audra me boy.
Wait, I even have the horn. Let me see if I can
Wow.
find it. Or a horn.
It's like
I am
SpongeBob
wanted.
that far.
By the
Is that
Crown's
some
authorities for smuggling illicit goods.
I'll take some money. Money, please. Ooh. What the barnacles? Okay. Sorry.
SpongeBob, why is there a
This is so
second sun in the
immersive.
sky?
Oh no.
I don't know, Squidward.
This is
Listen
not a
here,
good bit.
Eugene.
I'll put.
Crabs.
I'll voice some of the music. Do.
Never watched SpongeBob.
You should watch SpongeBob.
Purge him.
It's genuinely so good,
Pretty okay.
even in this day and age.
Krusty Krab,
Pizza
is the pizza for you and
Sorry.
Anywho,
Good
I
show.
assume we make it to Fort Prosper with no incidents.
Yeah. So Port Prosper, the journey there is pretty safe. You pass by a few. You pass by a few other ships, a few settlers. Some various amounts of homesteads that are on these small floating rocks or nodes. I'm trying to find where it is. And let's see here. And on your way to Prosper, you make a minor. You have the option of making a minor detour if you want to spend a little more time to pass by the memorial to the unknown rat, which is a small little monument, or not small. It's actually quite a large monument.
That would boost team morale.
Yeah, it would boost team morale. It's dedicated to the
Celebrate another one of birthday.
The
brave.
memorial to the
Two potato.
unknown rat.
Yes, it's like the Tomb
Yeah,
of the
chips
Unknown
and ice
Soldier,
cream,
except it's
it's all in
dedicated
one.
to the rat engineers that died in the Winchester War.
Whoa.
That was kind of like the
That's-
world's
that's
biggest
really-
rubber band ball, except like really
That's
metal.
like
Red.
that's like
Uh,
really fucking funny.
Yeah.
Rants. Yeah,
I
Should we
mean,
visit the rats?
why not?
the rants.
Do we have our own rat engineers?
No, probably not.
Whoa.
As far as I can tell,
No.
most of them died. There's a few rats. In fact, you can get some officers that are really funny. That's like a group of like four
Right,
rats,
you
I think.
group, right?
Have you gotten them?
No, I haven't, but I've heard of them.
No,
I've
they're-
seen them on the wiki.
They're really funny. They're also really good. So, yeah, I had them on lock, and their quest
Yeah, I
line
mean,
is
rats
really
are
cool.
pretty powerful.
So your crew passes by the memorial to the unknown rat, a memorial that in truth dwarfs your ship. You could probably dock it on the memorial if you really wanted to, but that's not really what one does. Typically, it's more so a site that you pass by. And one by one, your crew removes their hats, and there is a moment of silence throughout the ship where only the chugging of the engines can be heard before you place your hats back on.
Can I order a
Turn-
13
What
gun
does the
salute?
rat
Like-
look
Yeah, you can.
For the
like?
rat.
What does it look like? It's a gigantic stone
Yeah,
rat.
alright.
I honestly can't remember. Moment to the unknown
Are they like
rat.
genuinely rats or
Yeah,
like?
they're living, talking rats.
Genuinely
Remember how there's
sentient
the guinea
rats.
pigs?
Okay,
You don't remember the guinea pigs?
Yeah. Yeah.
I do
What's wrong
remember
with
the
that?
guinea pigs. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. The inscription on the memorial is dedicated to those brave Ratus Faber who gave their lives in the early exodus to heaven. It's very sad. But yeah. So all of you regain 1 sanity, actually. From your moment of silence, from your 13 gun salute.
Let's go.
How much?
Never forget the rats.
Let's go.
Never forget. Never forget. And it gives you some solace to know that one day your actions may be remembered just as fondly. That's the promise of the sky. Donovan also says that you should smuggle, unrelated. But anyways, so you had
Okay,
a week-
what's a
Trust
okay? What's a
Donovan.
sanity
Come on.
you gain 1 back.
restoration?
Just 1.
Oh,
That is okay.
It's not a ton, but
the fun.
it's a nice bonus.
I'm up to
It's
14
a piece of
sanity.
mine.
Let's go.
Fine.
Dude,
I have
I'm at
increased my
11.
sanity by
9, yeah.
16.5% this session.
This
How
is
much
big.
do we gain? Sorry, from the rat.
Just 1.
This one. Okay.
I'm assuming nobody's Cthulhu Mythos is coming remotely close to rivaling their maximum sanity, but if it is, let me know.
Oh, max sanity.
So,
No, maximum sanity?
Shouldn't be.
Yeah, because
Actually?
no, it drains.
It's a
your-
fourth of my maximum sanity.
Really? What is your max? What's your power?
40.
I'm just having problems.
Oh no! It deducts it from 90, so you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. It would be a problem if it reached higher than 60. Then you'd have an issue.
You're right, I'm so stable.
So you head over to Port Prosper, and you can hear a rumble of far-off refineries, and distant searchlights rake the sky as you approach. It's a 3-day, or sorry, not 3-day, not 3 week. It's a week and a half journey, week and 3 days. And as you're approaching, the bridge's clock chimes twice quickly. This close to the Isambard line, time can be devious. Is there anything your characters would like to do before you actually go into Prosper?
I can't believe you guys didn't want to smuggle goods.
No, pretty lame, champ.
Maybe
Like such a
Aj and
letdown to
Hamish could get in a few chess games, well, during the journey. I feel like that's something they do.
Oh, Keen actually has a really nice chess set. He actually has a mechanical
Yeah, he does.
chess thing.
Oh,
It plays chess with
Aj is
you.
probably not very good at chess, but like, enjoys the theory.
Yeah, it's he has a
Theory?
robot
He
chess,
just likes
chess
theory.
machine.
Wow, that's so boring.
Oh.
You should play games from theory. Yeah.
Yeah. He's that kind of chess player.
Not the coolest. So you get a few games of chess in before
Disgusting.
you.
Oh yes,
Before you reach
the
Prosper.
penile gambit, the phallus gambit.
The what? The what? And eventually you get close to the Prosper proper. So, crammed at the feet of a hulking crag, Port Prosper is a little London, divided into an affluent West End and an impecunious East. See those Victorian words coming through here? Queen's Cross is a very busy station, crowded with engines that have arrived through the nearby transit relay from Albion. The Windward Company's presence here is known, with enduring dreadnoughts searching the sky through the tinted panes of your engine. You shudder. There are ministry monitors as well. Maybe it's better that you didn't come here smuggling, as they are notorious for their detection thereof. You know you have nothing to hide, or nothing smuggled,
Speaking,
but
this is why
everyone in the
we stay
skies
on the
does
right
have a
side
secret,
of the
don't
law.
they? Well, it's only a matter of how good you are. at
Well,
smuggling.
I mean, if you're a good smuggler, they'll never think.
They'll never
And
know.
we're good
I
smugglers.
don't know about that.
Aren't we? Come on, have some faith in yourself. Don't you believe in your own abilities?
It isn't long before one of the dreadnoughts casts its light upon your vessel. Its sides are a gleaming silver blue, but it is difficult to watch as the glaring searchlight blinds you. The HML Balfour you make out amidst the harsh white light. Classic constabulary tactic, irritating nonetheless. The headlights dim down from fog beams after a minute, and you're able to see flashes of yellow through the ship's signaling cabin. Whoever knows Morse code probably should signal back. But you have not established that.
Who knows
Would
Morse
Hamish
code?
know Morse code?
I'd say
Hamish
probably
should know, right?
Hamish and Hayes probably know.
I feel like
I feel like Hayes being.
really?
I mean, it seems like something.
What
he would've
would I
probably
have
picked
to
up on the
roll?
sea.
for like Morse
You don't have
code
to-
stuff.
You don't have to roll for it. If we just decide that Hamish and Hayes both know Morse code, that's good enough for me. Typically, a ship will have a devoted signaler, so
Yeah.
you could communicate quickly with this. Which,
Yeah, right.
in which case, it would make sense that one of the crew members would be doing it, not Hamish. But it's possible for Hamish to do it still.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Hamish knows, but he has someone else like handle
Yeah.
the actual like light flashing and stuff.
Sure, yeah. I was mostly thinking Hayes because being on the sea, it seems like something he probably would have picked up. Whereas Keen and Aja don't really seem like the type.
I don't think he has a reason to know Morse code, so.
Yeah. Okay. So they're signaling for your ship to halt, and they want to inspect you.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Okay,
Everything-
play it cool, guys. Hide the
Everything
weed.
on the ship
Well, actually,
should
don't hide
be
the
in
weed.
working
That's like
order.
normal
Yeah.
medical.
I've been through the engine room. Everything should be fixed and according to safety regulations. So, yeah. I hope none of
Okay.
you are hiding something specific. Just cooperate,
So,
right?
the ship. I'm sure we have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
I mean,
We have nothing to hide.
But Hamish crooks his. Well, I don't know if there's any eyebrow left because it's mostly burnt. But like,
You
he'd
see-
be like, if he still had
the
eyebrows, he'd be
left-hand
crooking them. And
bandages kind of raised.
he's
a
like,
bit.
what if they try to plant something on us?
Then we watch them carefully.
What if they All right. Yes. Keep an eye out.
Okay. So the ship pulls alongside yours with their
Play
guns
it
swiveling.
cool.
Yeah.
Play it smooth.
Their guns swivel to watch your ship as.
You see, we
unlike
were
your-
smart. See, dude, if we did Keen's shit, we would have been in so much fucking trouble. But
Well,
yeah,
if we were good about it, we would be fine.
Yeah, no. If you
Well, yeah.
if you hit
we're
things well
not
enough,
bad.
you'd be fine.
Yeah.
So their guns swivel over to yours, which is a marvel that Aja, you're somewhat impressed by, as your ship is not capable of mounting anything swivel mounted, despite
Oh, we
your
don't have
many
swivel
attempts
mounts?
to do so.
Cool.
Your flank on the other side, as it pulls up, is exposed to a second dreadnought some distance away, though you would have time to run before they'd reach you. This certainly is a step above standard
God.
procedure, you have to note.
I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a bit more than is typical. You're not sure why exactly. After-
Maybe it's like the war.
You would think so. After another few minutes,
Yeah.
a gangplank is sent across, and the dreadnought makes contact with your ship, and a group of 4 ministry agents will go across. 4 of the dreadnought's group.
Go Keen. You're a ministry agent. You need to let them know that we're cool. You have cred.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna enter your ship, so you can
Yeah,
all talk.
they're gonna enter a ship either way, so. I mean, it's best to present.
Well-
You're the captain, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Push me on the wheelchair and have Keen accompany me. And everyone else can be behind us.
Yeah, maybe I'll be the one pushing.
Oh fuck, dude, it's a DEA. They're coming to ask.
No, it's
We're done for.
Hey, Walt.
Yeah, it's the end of us.
What the?
We're looking for a guy named Heisen.
Hey, Walt, we're looking for a guy named Heisenberg.
Oh, I went to a short digression. I went to a Breaking
What?
Bad food truck today.
What?
It was called Breaking Bud,
That's
and
funny.
and the symbol is just Breaking Bad, but it says Breaking Bud instead.
That's funny.
And
Did they have like Los Pollos Hermanos?
no, it was just like buns. It was just like Asian fusion.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
interesting.
Okay. So
Huh.
the Dreadnought's crew take off their sky suits as they enter through your ship's lock, and their head, the highest ranking one, who appears to bear the insignia of a sergeant, will take off his helmet and fasten a much sharper looking cap. And he'll look around here. All right, who's the captain of this business?
I raise my hand.
All right. He looks at his deputies. Search the whole place. Make sure you check every nook and cranny. I'm going to talk to their captain briefly, and I'll join you. He walks up to you. Sergeant Calvin Silver. Pleasure to meet you. And you are?
Abraham Hamish.
I like extend my crooked wounded hand. I'll refrain from the gross description. But yeah.
He'll shake it. He has gloves on because of the whole sky suit. Although his deputies who take off their sky suits will put on a different pair of gloves to search everything. It's very important. Very, very standard procedure. All right. Well, as you can see, our measures have been taken up a few notches. The war's in seeing some interesting twists and turns. And,
I noticed.
well, we're going to have to take a bit of a closer look, if you don't mind. Anyways,
You
if I can-
will not find anything.
nowadays.
Yes.
Right.
You will see that we're not really backing any horse in this race.
I see.
War does not. So you may search every nook and cranny.
Oh, I will.
Assist you in any way you can.
Can I have you call up your crew and have them all line up here?
Yes. I motion for Aja to push me over to an intercom, and I'll just be like,
Everyone gather near the airlock.
Okay, your voice kind of goes to a cough, a hoarse cough at the end of there, and your crew gathers for inspection. All right, I'm sure this won't take long. Just got to do a pat down, check any bags that your crew might have. My deputies are already taking a look through your cabins, as well as the engine hold. Is anything here locked? Do we need keys from you?
You might need keys for the armory, but
I see.
you can ask Morris for those.
Right, Captain. So Morris will hand him the keys. All right. Let's see here. So he'll inspect all of your characters' persons and unsurprisingly find nothing. But he's very thorough about it and very rough about it. You're not a huge fan of getting TSA'd, pretty much. And for Hamish, it's especially painful. Hamish and I guess, what's his name?
no.
Hayes is probably also pretty painful. For all of you, your bodies are a bit sore after the poisoning, so his hands kind of like going across, patting you down, is maybe not the most comfortable sensation either.
Not my balls, not my balls!
Yeah. Morris, by the way, is also was also poisoned, but the rest of your crew seems okay. You will not, in fact, inspect the prison pocket or your.
What if
walls.
Morris was poisoned?
No, I don't know why he would do that. So him and his deputies will, after his deputies finish inspecting the armory and the hold, they'll take a look through the cabins. All right, most things seem to be in order here. Nice ship you got. Looks brand new, huh?
Yes.
It
It is
is.
indeed new. We lost our last one to an unfortunate incident.
Got it. He notices the automated chess machine. That's cute. What's that do?
It plays
You
chess.
tell him.
He looks over at it.
Would you like to take a turn on it?
Well, why not? He says, and he'll
Whoa.
sit down. Let's give it a go here. Let's see.
Did we get an automatic?
Can Keaton turn it on? Is
Yeah,
that...
sure. Yeah, you can turn it on.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, the Sicilian Gambit. I'm familiar with that one. This robot is smart.
All right. So it quickly becomes apparent that Calvin does not concern himself with chess theory, but he is definitely intrigued with this. He's not a total moron when it comes to chess. Like he gets the basic ideas, but he doesn't know the tech like the robot does.
Your opening strength seems a bit weak, but you have a respectable game.
The Irishman's folly.
Well, it's definitely got me. He'll stand up. You made this?
It's a
Yes.
quite amazing contraption. I've looked at its internals a bit, but I must
No.
admit, somewhat beyond me for now. I'll figure out how it works. Just need to acquire some proper textbooks.
Right. All right. Interesting. Well, how about that? Well, nothing illegal about it. In fact,
Yeah,
quite
the
opposite.
robot. It really
I'm
It
sure
really
there's somebody out there
surprised
who
me.
paid
I
for
mean,
it.
I can't believe it also knew the Manchurian hokey pokey. That's
What's that?
one technique I haven't seen in a while.
As your characters
See,
are
it's when you
talking,
move your bishop like that and this, and, you know, the whole thing.
as your characters are talking, you hear the sound of a rocket detonating somewhere off in the distance.
Oh, what the? What?
And
What's
it's
going on?
followed by
Equals all the way up
an
here?
explosion.
I didn't think they would get this close.
Yeah, you hear a dreadnought's horn sound, and 2 chains of machine gun fire follow. Sergeant Calvin utters some choice words that you can't say you're familiar with, probably
This
some
normal?
Americanisms.
Or the
And he'll pull down his hat. Not really. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, pardon me. Looks like the guns are at it. Tacketies are coming around here. More and more. Alright, move it, boys, he says to the deputies. Captain's heading out.
Very nice city you have around here.
And you can hear 2 more dreadnought horns sounding as the Queen's men band together. Silver turns to you. Well, thank you for being cooperative.
Yes.
I'd make your way inside quickly so as not to be caught in the crossfire. And he
All right.
gathers his
We will see you
deputies.
around. We hope you enjoyed your stay on the Paul Revere.
He slips on his suit's mask. Well, I'd say it's at least a more interesting than your average inspection. And they will all head out over the gangplank. Kind of just swimming, running, jumping through the zero gravity space. And you can see that, lo and behold, it looks like 2 Tacketies scouts are accompanying a much larger vessel that is about twice the size of a dreadnought somewhere further on. Its sides are plated
my
in thick
God.
bronze wood, but most notably with a horrifyingly large amount of cannons. There is a throme as it fires, and a dreadnought, the HML Lee's Carousel, is blasted by the equivalent of a point-blank shotgun blast. It appears to be 3 dreadnoughts and a monitor against the 3 otherwise. And indeed, you didn't know that the Tacketies were equipped with this kind of firepower. I'm not sure if you've actually encountered any of these in the game, Andrew, but they do exist, and they're a pain in the ass.
No, I have not.
And they're
Yeah.
annoying.
Well, I
And,
lean tacky anyways, so yeah.
Yeah.
Not my problem,
Well,
hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, you probably encounter them more easily in that case, because one of the Tackety quests is to get them to get built. But yeah, so
Okay.
what are your characters going to do then? You're welcome to just head out. You're welcome to spectate. You're welcome to join into the fray if you really decide to.
I think we
We're
are.
I just pull it
not
to
joining the fray,
don't wanna-
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to like
But
You
get
can
in
hide with the
any more
Tacketies,
trouble.
So,
involved in it.
and Keen might have some objections to that.
Yeah. All right.
I think Hamish's gonna stay away from this. Yeah, he's gonna just. Yeah.
Okay. So you see a rocket of peace explode against each unstruck dreadnought's hull, but curiously they
Wow.
released a payload of purple instead of an explosive payload. It's very weird. It looks like almost a gas that envelops the ships. After that, the standard missiles resume bombardment on the lee.
Goblin gas.
No, actually it looks oddly familiar, but you can't quite place your finger on what.
Oh.
Oh,
no.
it's the mushroom stuff, isn't it? No?
You can.
It might be. It's definitely a similar shade of purple, and it is definitely a cloud of something. It's not impossible, but it would confirm Asher's suspicions.
If that's what it is, they don't know what they're messing with.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit.
Chemical
scary, but,
weapons,
you know,
guys, let's go!
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's
World
fine.
War One. So your characters are like, well, that is a hard note, and pull over in the
Yeah.
Perhaps we should invest in some gas masks once we visit the port.
That's would be
That might be
wise.
wise. But we shouldn't need it now. I don't think they're going to
Of
be getting
course.
into the city. I shouldn't. There's like more
They
ships
would have been
nearby,
good
right?
when we
Yeah,
went to
there-
Hybris.
There are a fair few ships. It
Yeah.
looks, you would be surprised, despite the Tacketies size, if they were able to hold off against this many Queen's ships, unless the Bronzewood is much stronger than you had anticipated. If that's your concern. Other than that, there's plenty of ships that are pulled up into the port.
Okay, well,
But yeah. Okay, so you're gonna pull into Queen's Cross. Yeah.
that's not to involve ourselves in something that we can't get ourselves out of.
Bite off more than you can chew. So the Narrows.
Yeah.
Never done that before.
Oh wait, what? Why did everything just get quiet all of a sudden? Did I mess with something in my audio?
Ah,
I think I did. Oh, I see. Alright, let's try that. Is everything still recording? Audio output, audio input. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. Sorry, for some reason my audio device changed for no reason. So the narrow streets of Port Prosper huddle in the shadow of a great crag. Banners display the stony features of her renewed majesty. Wealthy West Enders strut by, exchanging polite greetings and veiled gossip, while sooty East End workers file to our refining factories. Peeling posters promise fresh, wholesome lives in the reach to new arrivals, but most of the posters are years old. More newcomers arrive at Port Prosper than ever leave it. The Tacketies at Victory Hall would pay well for a port report of this place. What are your characters wanting to do while you're here?
Find a place to sell
let's
this
look for-
bronzewood, right?
yeah, I think
That
that's our
and to
main goal right
Drop
now.
off that letter. No, the letter, remember? That
Oh,
was
the letter
kinda
too,
long.
yes.
His letter is a big deal as well.
Alright.
So, where in Port Prosper were we supposed to bring this again?
Just the Queen's Cross is
We're
about the
given
right
an
place.
address.
You're supposed to bring it to the Windward Company shipyards, so you're going to be helping them make some new weaponry against the Tacketies.
How about we just get that out
We
of the
should
way?
do that earlier rather than later. I agree.
Okay. So you can do that easily while you pull into port. You can just pull over into the Windward Company industrial yard and then
Okay.
call them over. So it doesn't take long to sort that business out. You pull in, call over a representative, have them call over some crewmates, rig some cranes, and pull the bronzewood splinters and sheets out from your ship and into the engine yard. You're paid pretty damn well for this. It's enough to split amongst the crew, and it'll give all of your characters. Let's see here. Bam. You can roll a d6, Hamish, and that'll be the amount of credit increase
Oh, okay.
that all the characters get.
Let's go!
Alright.
And the d6 might not seem like much, but you have to consider this is
Six.
very easy to do. So you
Five.
get 5.
Big.
All of you get 5 more credit rating, which is very, very good. That's the equivalent of coming into a fair amount of money, right there. And also, you all regain 1 extra sanity. And
Bit by bit.
yeah, bit by bit. The Windward Company representative will give you a stamp, a seal of the company. Use this to get into wherever it is you need to go with the company. If somebody questions you,
Sure.
just hand them this. They'll know that you're in good favor here. Of course, it's only usable one time. Don't try to stretch your luck here, but the company thanks you for your generous donations.
Of course.
We'll be using these well.
Dude, okay, ultimate Librite grind set. We visit the Tacketies and use
Wait,
this
did
to
we
like
just give
get
them
into
a
a
thing?
hard to reach place.
Did they... Are we saying
Yeah.
we're donating money to the Windward Company? Is that
No, you're not
is that
donating.
what the letter was? Okay.
No, you're not donating. They're the ones who are asking for Bronzewood and giving you
Oh, okay.
payment in
Right.
return.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's a turn of phrase.
Yeah. So while your characters are heading back to the ship to dock it over in Queen's Cross proper, you can't help but notice that on the gigantic Albert clock, one of the main attractions of Port Prosper here, there is a woman that has climbed up it who is wearing a white coat and is currently, you can't really tell exactly what's going on, but it looks like she's messing with the clock from here. It's very weird, but
Oh,
not sure what
Look
her
at
name
that.
probably just a repair woman.
Is the time on the clock correct?
No, it is not.
Perhaps she's trying
Did
to.
you call it
repair
the Albert clock?
Yes, it is named after the late Prince Albert.
Prince Albert in a can.
Hello, Batman. Do you have Prince Albert in a can?
You'd best let him out.
No, I think I already made that joke last session.
Yeah, you did. Not forgotten. I don't
Sorry.
get the reference,
Apparently
Joker.
they've been trying to repair
Isn't
that
that-
for a long
Isn't that
time.
a dick piercing?
I don't get the reference. Okay. So where are your characters headed then? You have the entirety of Port Prosper ahead of you. In fact, you note that it seems like further on in Prosper, it looks like there's actually some kind of celebration going on. You can see red banners. For the record, it's currently winter, by the way.
Well, we should make our way to the address that requires us to on the letter, right? And then find another job. Unless anyone wants to check out this
Found the game's
celebration.
art for
I don't know.
Prosper.
It looks. What?
I found the game's art for Prosper, that's all.
Oh. It seems a bit interesting. I don't know. What do we think, y'all?
Partial.
Hmm?
Anything you guys want, really?
Why don't we check out this? We can pass by it on the way to the address.
Okay. Yeah.
So we can pass by this parade thing. And that will totally be fine and okay and normal. And then go deliver this letter.
Yeah.
The letter has a normal address on it, right?
It does. It does. So you're gonna have to probably figure out how to navigate to that. You might have to go around, talk to some people. You'll probably have to, in fact, roll your navigate to see how well things go. So let's see here.
Should probably be the captain doing that, not me, considering my navigate is 10.
You want me to roll
Pretty
navigate?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hamish just is
what's
way
everyone's
better.
Navigate?
Well, I
rest
guess
in
it
peace,
depends
Shay.
on my.
God rest his soul.
Mine is 10.
And remember that you can start checking things off as of now. You should probably uncheck anything that you previously had checked, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Hamish, do you want to roll your navigate?
Yes. What did I
do you
get?
want to push or luck it? The only consequence of rolling that low is just going to be that it takes you a fair amount of time to track this down. It might take you a day or two, in fact.
Okay. I'll push it by being like calling over random pedestrians and being like, I need directions.
Okay.
Oh, dude! Dude!
Okay, that's pretty close. So
Should I-
I'll give you success at a cost. So you head to the parade,
well,
and you're like, you know, there's a lot of these wealthy West Enders. You're like, maybe I could talk to some of them. So gaudy banners fly over the painted rooftops of Port Prosper. The smog of the East End is hidden away by giant posters displaying dragons in various degrees of vivisection. The cramped streets are clogged with people. Wealthy West Enders promenade about the amusements, while impoverished East Enders work the stalls and huddle by chestnut fires for warmth. A painted dragon pursued by knights is chased through the crowds to a chorus of "Ho, the riding!" Your choice of party companionship seems to be between the East Enders or West Enders, and you decide that the West Enders seem like perhaps the more affluent folks who might be able to help you out with this particular endeavor. So you choose to mingle with the West Enders here, and well, you get a little carried away. You get a little drunk. The whole crew kind of splits up a bit in here, and well, you get sort of swept up by the amusements. The hats, the crinoline, the starch that gleams on the mustaches. You're sure that you'll fit right in.
Circuses, really.
Would they be cool with letting Hamish hang out with
It's
them?
a curiosity, and he's quite eloquent.
Yes,
Sure.
he's an eloquent man. He's got he's got a well-kept captain's uniform. So.
I see.
So you strut around for a bit, enjoying what there is, eating some roasted chestnuts. Again, this is winter time. And a lady in a jacket bodice with bone sleeves looks you up and down. What do you think, Mildred? And a murmur of assent runs through the crowd of starched and corseted ladies. A gentleman adjusts his mustache. Yes, you'll do. You spend the day with some of the self-described notables of Port Prosper, eating roast chestnuts, sipping glasses of grey fields, all the way from old London, they say, and even participate in the riding, charging through the narrow streets pursued by several braying fellows and a dragon. It's not the best for Hamish, and it's certainly an ordeal for Aja, who's the one who has to push Hamish's wheelchair throughout this entire engagement. As you tear through the streets of Port Prosper, with Hamish having
Okay, so Hamish's
enormous
reaction
time
to like
slide.
a lot of the so the reactions he has to the vapid like nobles talk is mostly just like nodding like yes. The wine and the beer, he's like, oh yeah, okay, this is what I'm here for.
Like, this is more like it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
Glad to see he's what he wants here.
he joined for free drinks, basically.
yeah. So you're you
Although
feel
I
a
feel
bit-
like Keen would really like actually get into the
He will sit in the corner
stuff.
Just drink.
probably. Let's see here. Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah,
Where is it?
it's okay. She'll pull it for you.
Where is it? Where is it?
Where is it?
Is it?
Where is it? Where is it? I can't find it. No, there we go. Right. And Hamish, by the end of it, you're feeling very much indulged, very much hungover, but also kind of off. You grow just kind of with your whole background. It's hard not to become a bit envious of the carefree way that these West Enders party around, and
It certainly
just a
would remind
taste of
him of
that.
people in Avon. Yeah.
yeah, having just a taste of that from the celebrations is enough to give you a bit of thinking on the matter. You kind of pause for a moment and you self-reflect, like, damn, I've come kind of far in that regard from where I began, but ultimately you're like, yeah, but I could go even further, couldn't I? I could be better than these people. Yeah. it's the West End getting to you. But you do eventually, you do end the day's celebrations with an address. Or not with an address, but with directions. So you are able to figure out where it goes. And overall, your crew is all feeling much better. Just much happier in general. And you figure you've made some good connections amongst the West Enders here.
Cool.
Okay. We're doing okay for ourselves, you know. Pretty fine.
You're not looking for show players, my bad. You now see him. Okay. So would you like to head over to the estate?
Yeah.
Probably a good decision.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head over to the estate there, and it's pretty far. The estate itself takes up half a street. The mansion is a grandiose structure with Venetian windows, a cupola, columns in the Palladian style, but the garden is tangled with weeds. Muddy water pools glumly at the bottom of disused fountains. You're greeted by a butler who has the scrubbed pink face and immaculate hair of a natural-born butler. It only takes you about 2 seconds of asking, "Are you the butler?" to confirm that he is indeed a butler, much like his immaculate natural-born butlerness would imply.
Wow. Okay.
And how may I help you today?
We have a letter we would like to deliver.
I see. And from whom? May I ask?
What's his name again? Lord
Jeremias Duncan.
Lord
Jeremias Duncan.
I see. Well, I'll inform the master. Please wait out here, and I'll see if he'll receive you.
Okay, this is very normal. Just some normal lords. Nothing will go wrong.
Okay, so after some time, the butler returns, and Lord Kennedy will receive you in his drawing room. One of many. I'll guide you to it. Okay, so they'll take you up to the drawing room, and from there, you're guided to a seat. He receives you there, sitting with a rum glass beside a fire. Lord Xander Kennedy, a rather bleak industrialist, has a sour cast to his mouth and eyes that blaze with indiscriminate loathing. He does not say a word as you enter.
Yo, robber baron. Okay, let's just hand him the letter and get out of here.
Yeah, just say who it's from. I'll have Hamish hand him it, I guess, or
You'll
makes
wheel
sense.
Hamish
I don't know.
over.
It's up to you.
This is from Lord Jeremias. I extend the letter to him, the envelope.
Before he answers, he knocks back the rum in a single gulp and calls for his butler to fetch another.
Oh.
Whoa, he's brooding.
He looks towards you, and he'll extend one hand. Give me that letter.
I pass it to him.
Lord Jeremias Duncan. Of course. He throws the letter backwards into the fire.
Oh,
Duncan
oh shit!
will recover his debt once I have my wife back.
Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh.
Gonna fucking dramatically throw his drink into the fireplace.
He'll shatter his glass. Oh
No,
my
he will
God.
not shatter the glass.
He'll
He
place
will-
his fist under his chin and look wistfully out the window.
He will place his, he will do that, in fact. Why not? Yeah, he'll do that.
Okay, that's very dramatic. But I guess that is his
Do
thing.
you want us to pass this message back to him.
Can you do better? Who are you?
Yeah. I'm merely a captain.
A sky captain.
They had. Yes.
This Jeremiah, I slighted him in a dispute, and he wanted me to deliver that letter as a means of clearing the debt I owed him. However, it seems that whatever dispute he has with you, it's beyond my reckoning.
He eyes you up and down, as well as the rest of your crew. He seems to be particularly intrigued by Byron being an actual tank weapon of war, and Kean being of particularly distinguished standing, although he also notes Hayes' interesting disposition.
Hey,
You have quite the crew here, do you not?
Yes. They've served me well thus far. That is to be certain.
Ramshackle sort.
And would you say you are in search of work?
Yeah, we are always in search of work, yes. We might need some time to recoup. You see, we've been through some dire straits lately,
He
but
holds up his hand.
once
He doesn't want to hear it.
Okay. Him is just
Well then, perhaps you can improve my situation, improve your own, and create some results that Duncan will be accepting of. He pauses and looks into the fire.
Very well.
Crackles with cinders that are starting to get low. There
Oh
is a
no, you
distant
guys, he's
kingdom
romantic.
where the dead can be found. His voice is hoarse with disuse. I need an enterprising sort, such as yourself, to visit it for me and retrieve someone. He breathes deeply. It should be a simple enough affair. And in return, I will pay you a small fortune. His butler comes in with another glass of rum and places it on the table next to him.
Keen will raise an eyebrow at that.
He looks towards
It's
you.
quite the offer.
Some years ago, I lost someone dear to me. And a world without her in it is worthless. Miserable. I need her back. He raises an eyebrow. The offer is made. A small fortune.
Okay.
Where exactly are you offering us go? Are you insisting us go?
The Blue Kingdom. Death's Door.
You'll notice that Hamish is dead silent, like when he mentioned a kingdom where the dead reside, and he is visibly like anxious. The Blue Kingdom. I assume this small fortune, is considered for such.
He is offering you a small fortune. But if you really want, it doesn't have to be a small fortune if you're willing to negotiate.
Would have to be a quite large fortune for such a thing.
He doesn't blink. You will have whatever I can give you, but only if you succeed. He contemplates his glass for a time.
This guy's literally me
London has
when I
an embassy
romanticize my
there,
melancholy solitude.
a place called Sky Bonnet. I've cultivated a contact among the diplomats who I hoped would help me, but he's proved useless. Maybe you'll get more value from him than I could. Well,
Captain, we
Alright, yeah, I'll
should
just.
think on this after, right? Like maybe we can come back.
Is there like
I don't-
anything particularly illegal about this? Is there,
going to the
well, you haven't.
Blue Kingdom?
Hamish is just gonna.
Probably not illegal,
He's
right?
gonna
It's
stare
just
silently.
ill-advised.
Isn't inherently illegal, but you do know that you have never seen anyone come back from the dead, despite the fact that the kingdom is right there.
I
He's gonna.
would beg to
Well,
differ.
well, he's gonna like just turn to the industrialist and say, "We will return when we have reached a consensus regarding your offer." And I will ask that we have a room to deliberate to ourselves.
He waves his hand like, sure, whatever. And the butler will take you to a nearby room. And he'll just stand there. The butler is not going to keep you completely out of sight, but he's not going to.
I'm just gonna like
stand
look
up.
at. I'm just gonna eye up my whole crew and be like, we must consider this. It's careful. To visit the land of the dead is not some easy task,
I mean, we're not
at least.
It's like a death wish to me.
this desperate, are we? Not yet.
Do any of you know anything about the place?
Not really, aside from
Can I
legends and hearsay.
like? Would Hamish know anything? Would he have to roll something to see if he knows?
No, we can say Hamish has some broad knowledge. I mean, it's one of the only regions of the entire sky that's controlled by a sun still, or at least the inhabitable sky that's controlled by a sun. And as a result, Britain is not really super allowed in there. They have an embassy called Sky Barnet, as the guy mentioned.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And Spearfurs are able to get in and out of there, but typically Spearfur engines are strong enough that they could probably take down multiple dreadnoughts. They're really, really tough because the things in the Blue Kingdom that if they catch you doing the wrong thing, will destroy you fairly utterly. Rumor has it among the captains that
But if you do the right thing,
there are words of correspondence given life that will hunt down your ship.
Holy shit.
Wait, and the
That's-
Spearfurs are the soul hunter people,
Yeah,
and
they're-
they're for the
they're
people who
soul
give
smugglers,
you bottled souls.
pretty much.
okay.
Aja dips using the bathroom. He's going to use the loo. Use the facilities. Well, didn't give you a time constraint. I'll also note that.
Somehow I don't think we should read that. That's... The job will still be here. Month's time, I assume. So
Well, in that case, why not accept it now?
Huh. True. It says a little voice
Time
in my
makes the
head.
soul grow desperate. Something like that.
I don't know. I mean, we could just accept it now and sit on it, but like this is also like not like a video game. So like, won't the industrialist get pissed if he doesn't hear from us in a while, or will he even care because he's so like?
That's up to you to decide.
He'll probably
It's
try and get
it's-
someone else to do it. He's offering a lot of money.
He said small fortune.
Well, he said you
Oh,
can have
yeah.
anything you want after you were like, why only a small fortune? He was like, anything you want, I'll give it to you. But only if you succeed.
Oh.
I take it a Spearfur ship costs a large fortune.
Yes, you would not be expecting to become a Spearfur. I'm just giving you an example of what kind of firepower people need if they choose to go through the Blue Kingdom without the proper channels, shall we say.
Mhm.
If you want actual in-game terms, a Spear for Engine is like ridiculously hard to fight. They're like, yeah, twice the power of a Dreadnought, I think. They're pretty much just a super upgraded Dreadnought. I don't like them. They annoy me.
Okay.
I mean, is there any harm in like accepting it now and like sitting on it, like for later? I mean, I don't know. That's like what I'm thinking.
I assume the Blue Kingdom does not like its souls being taken.
Most definitely they do not. It's not really that easy to smuggle.
I would wager
So,
that,
like,
yes, that
what's supposed to be their final
soul
destination.
trade is not natural in nature.
Sure.
And what this man asks is, well, quite a bit.
It is. It is a lot. I think like honestly, I'd be okay with accepting it. I just don't know how pissed he would be if we like take a while to do it.
The fact that we've weaseled our way into a situation we do not want to be in. I think that we'll die if we take this on.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we should take it. Yeah, we should take it. But yeah, like, how do we like just tell him like we're still interested, but like maybe not right now? Should we just tell the butler to pass
We
that
could
on
just
to
tell him that
maybe?
we are interested, but we do not have a ship capable of doing such a thing right now.
Yeah. Yeah. How do we just say that to the butler and like depart? I guess.
This is someone we do not want to lie to.
Yeah. Right, because if we're immediately
Dean
just
has
like,
no
yeah, we can
experience
do it,
lying to people.
then he'll be like pissed, right? Because he'll know that like we're actually not that. Yeah, but whatever.
I mean, something we can feasibly have in our back pocket. Just we're not going to actively pursue it.
Yeah. Well, how do we tell him we'll do this once we're capable of doing it? Like what's a good way of phrasing that, like in reverse, I guess?
I mean, you could
It's an
say
offer we
that.
are in no position to take.
What was Kaz gonna say?
Like, yeah, we could just say that we're in an offer that's an offer that we cannot really take.
Okay, then yeah, we'll just tell him that. Yeah, and then
As
like
you value your wife's life, we value ours. I'm sure that'd go over great.
Oh, yeah, I'll let Keen do the talking.
Yes, we can walk back then.
Yeah, we walk back and we'll have Keen tell him we can't do it at this time, and then, but later on we may be interested. But yeah. So yeah, just say that to Arthur.
So,
Can anyone hear?
yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I don't
I
have
hear
names
you.
here.
Just tell me exactly what you want to
Um,
say to the guy.
I guess as we walk back, Keen can say, from what little we know of the Blue Kingdom, it's no place to be unprepared, and currently I don't think we have the means to get in and out of there alive.
I see. Well, I am hardly in need
This is
of...
something we could come back to later if we find ourselves better.
While I would appreciate expedience, I understand that what I ask is momentous, but is something I'm willing to fully reimburse you for. Whatever it takes.
Well, we will return if we find the means
Well then,
to do so.
I'm just
But
afraid that
I accept your
the spirit
terms.
ship is beyond maybe even your means.
Alright, then, yeah, I'll just nod at him and be like, we will depart, but if we find ourselves in better means, then you can expect to see us in the future.
Then I will consider you to have accepted.
Yeah, okay, I mean, I'm okay with this, because we are making it clear that
But
we can't
we
do
have
this
to
right now.
do this later.
But, like
You
we're
don't have
interested.
to.
Not have to.
Yeah,
I mean,
but you know,
We don't have to.
we could also just kill the old bastard, and then he'd be with his wife. Maybe. I don't know how that works.
Okay.
Whoa.
If you can find a way to frame that to him in a way that would make it profitable, then maybe.
Look, we have a ritual to reunite you with your wife, actually. It involves this, like, knife.
In your
And this-
throat.
Yeah.
You just need to
Involves
spill
this
a hell of
like
a lot of blood.
knife.
Romeo and Juliet are together in eternity. 40,000 people coming every day. Sorry.
No, it's fine. There's no further conversation after the fact. The industrialist sits back in his high-backed chair and stares at the fire with empty hatred as you leave.
He's literally. I think he has beef with. I think the funny nobleman we got into it
Killed
with.
his
Might
wife.
be, might have. He might be darker than we
Well, you got him
realize.
into a street brawl,
But what do we
right?
tell him? What do we
He's
tell
the
him?
guy who gets into a street brawl. Or is
Dude,
he willing
and
to draw a
This is like a
sword?
wealthy, like this wealthy magnate though. It's like if this noble did do this, then wouldn't the wealthy magnate try to get him killed somehow? Like,
Well, he's like apparently in debt to him a ton.
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah.
He owes a favor, and that favor is being paid
Which
back
means that
with
we're
us.
indebted to a dangerous man.
Yeah, a powerful man, a rich man.
Well, a man who's in debt
man.
as well, though.
Yeah, true.
I think
Or
he's a
we can learn.
desperate
Or
man too.
we're in debt to a man who's in
Yeah.
debt, basically, right?
I don't think that
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if he could find his skin.
Yeah.
If we didn't want to be fanned by him, I think he's doing anything he can, and I don't think he's any threat to us.
So
Yeah,
then,
I don't know if he poses any immediate threat. I don't think we have to like keep him on our watch list of people who are going to kill us.
yeah, not for now at least. We did just do his task. Aside from that, we have no other business here, right? Before?
Yeah. I think we're Gucci, right? Yeah.
Well, I guess we should find our next job then, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Wait, but should we look at job listings I have here in Port Prosper, or should we go to the cold place to fix him?
That
How far away is the cold place? We have to go through
Lustrum?
multiple tiles.
Yeah, no, it's pretty far. You'd be able to cut. You'd probably, in fact, it'd be in your best interest to cut back to New Winchester before you headed to Lustrum.
Okay.
Well,
How many tiles out is it?
I'm sorry.
You guys want to investigate the funny
Is it
house?
like
no.
Because we're at the edge of the map, right?
Yes, it's very far towards the edge of the map. So your
On it-
options for navigation would probably be to cut past Palmer and Plenty's Circus, and then go to Carillon, and then from there take the route through past, I don't remember what the station is called, past some signal box. I think it might be
Do we
Worm's
have
Rest,
an image of the map we're allowed to look at,
No.
or
because your characters don't have that much information. No,
Okay.
more so because a map of that detail is hard to come by. Most maps are like local, like this is the Winchester area. Port Prosper, New Winchester is an easy route to take because your characters know
Yeah.
it pretty damn well. They've probably been there many times because that's one of the common shipping routes. Lustrum is not uncommon. Like, it's a fair place. It's where the Tacketies make their strongholds. It's kind of the opposite of Port Prosper in a way, which also is why it's so far away. But the problem is that Lustrum goes through a lot of very dangerous areas. The way past Carillon is reasonably safe. It's not too bad, but it's very long. And the faster way, just straight from New Winchester, goes through, what's the name of it called? A really very dangerous place with a shitload of scriveners. I don't remember what it's called, though.
Oh.
Something-
is it the really icy canyon-ish?
Yes,
Area.
it's
Okay. I remember that.
the Reach. What is it called?
That's not a fun
Oh,
place
right,
to be.
the Desolation of Salaba. I remembered it right before I scrolled down to it. Yeah, it's not great. It's very creepy if any of you guys have ever been there. Or if you were really feeling incredibly ambitious, you go all the way past New Winchester. You don't go through the Desolation of Salaba. You don't go past Carillon. And instead you go through the Grave of the Silent Saint, which is probably a
horror,
very
right,
bad.
Annie?
Yes, it is a horror. It is where an actual dragon is buried, and there are a lot of
Sounds
curators
like a place
around
we do
there.
not want to be.
But you can make a lot of money if you
Okay.
get a drill and you have a very experienced crew.
What is so? We're curators.
Curators are like Titanic bat monsters.
Oh. That I would not have
Interesting.
expected that from the name.
No,
Yeah.
you would not.
And yet it makes a terrifying sort of sense, huh?
They tend to agree.
I've met curators before, but I think I'm okay not meeting them. So,
Have you not met them in your playthroughs?
I don't think so.
Okay, you would definitely know if you ever saw one. They are
Yeah.
probably the only jump scare that is in Sunless Skies, and it's not fully a jump scare, but it is a jump scare
Yeah.
in a way.
There are the eyes past Worldberry.
Oh
Those
no,
jump scared
that yeah no okay that is yeah I forgot about that one. Yeah, that too.
but those are like, okay.
Yeah, they're funny. I think they increase your terror by some amount, but they don't actually hurt you. The curators will destroy you.
How do they jump scare you?
They
The curators.
The curators, they kind of appear out of nowhere usually.
Well, no.
I won't tell you in case you ever play Sunless Skies because
Horrifying.
it's an experience. If you make a certain mistake, they will appear. But anyways, so it is an option. I would not recommend it, but
This
if
is
you
just
feel
in
like,
the Reach still. It's
Yes,
like
this is all
there's
in
so
the
much
Reach,
fucked up shit.
But if you are looking for more money and you can get a high quality drill, you could breach in and make a lot of cash
Okay.
by drilling for gemstones.
At the Grave of the Silent Saint?
Yes.
Okay. That's...
I don't think we should continue. Like we've already done like a job that nearly like destroyed everything. Like I think we should like hold off
Yeah.
on tackling something like crazy again.
Which the house is
Hey,
crazy as well.
Well, we could. The house just seems like a house, like, and that's 900 sovereigns to check out a house. Like we did so much house checking
A
previously.
house that where multiple, or at least one group of investigators has died. Already.
Well, we're built different, and
I think
we have
if there's
we're
one thing
veterans,
we've
okay?
learned
Like,
from all this is that we're really not.
no, dude, we
We're just
fought
little
the worm.
insects. We're just little worms squiggling
Oh, that's
in the
what
dirt.
that's what Emilia said before Morris fucking domed her, dude.
Oh,
I might be an insect, but my revolver ain't.
okay. This is a fair
Okay.
point.
This
That's
is-
a fair
This
point.
is like this. This is like how like Space Marines deal with the horrors of like in Halo. This is how they deal with incomprehensible horrors. It's like, bro, I don't give a shit. I got my assault rifle, grenades, and a cigar.
Okay.
Look,
Alright.
how about we just check out that house in New Winchester? We just come packing. Some fucking like ghost shows up. We just shoot it. If the bullets go through, we say tally ho, lads.
And wheel out the grape shot.
Oh
Fix
no.
bayonet. And then
That doesn't work.
yeah.
We level the house. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
working
boom.
pretty
No
good.
more, no house, no ghost, no problem, dude. This is the grindstone.
It's fine.
You need to rig up like a machine gun to Hamish's wheelchair, like those enemies in Bloodborne, who have like in Bloodborne. There's like these guys in wheelchairs have like machine guns and flamethrowers attached to them that they use to like shoot at you. But yeah.
Okay, but we just made some profit. How about maybe that is enough to hold us over, so we can get the captain back on his feet, then head back to New Winchester, and maybe we investigate this house and make a sizable payday.
Yes,
Moderate.
perhaps that is
Sure.
Completely
that's-
neat.
Alright.
All right, we're in agreement to August course of action.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so your characters
I'm going to be back. I'm gonna have to do some stuff. I'll be right back.
Sure. So your characters head out from the estate, and head back to. Sorry. Oh, it'll be fine. Yeah, sorry. My roommate is not feeling great, so. As you're heading back, you pass by the Albert clock, and you notice that
Okay, COVID again. Okay.
the woman who was previously climbing on the face of the clock, you couldn't help but notice, is currently talking with another man who appears to be one of the caretakers of the clock. Okay.
Talking, like
Yes. Just chatting.
normal talking.
She seems very mad.
Ah,
I had to adjust the damn thing for 3 hours. I don't care about Isambard line this, Isambard line that. That line was dismantled ages ago, and by now I think you can figure out how to adjust for the lingering effects. I don't want to see this happening again.
The East Ender worker scratches their head.
What ministry did you say you was from again?
She sighs.
Isn't it obvious? The Horological Office.
The worker's eyes widen in disbelief.
Well, I thought he was attractive, sure, but I mean, I didn't know he had a ministry for that. I thought it was illegal.
oh no.
She sighs irritably, and her face grows angry.
Sir, Horological, spelled Horological, means pertaining to time, not anything you may be thinking. Take this,
She says, and tears a receipt from her book.
don't let the clocks run off again.
She sighs again as she remembers something, and reaches into her pocket.
Oh. And if you do meet any other workers who actually know what a horological office means, we are in fact hiring.
And she hands him a card. He looks down at it and then back up at her.
You're hiring? Well, sign me right up then.
He says, a grin on his face showing he has caught not a single word of that.
I'll start today.
She walks over in a huff, or walks off in a huff. And he kind of just stands there and contemplates it for a minute.
Or whatever office. Shit, suppose the wenches you could find there.
He turns and notices you.
Well, blimey. Hi, you look like Skyfarers. Any chance you're offering passage to Albion? He waves the card. I mean, the realize right there, I mean... Well, I need to go get a new job.
Could have picked up some stuff at Titanium.
I mean, you could also
We're
just
not
ask
heading
him
to
for the
Albany, right?
No. You could also just ask him for one of the cards.
He's interested. He don't take a card.
Okay.
Can you grab one of those cards for me?
Well, sure, I figure there's probably plenty to pass around if you know what I'm saying here.
Yeah, I think you'll find it's a bit more dull than you think.
Okay.
Do I get to take an exam now?
Yeah. I remember that. It'll be slightly different.
Finally passed that thing recently.
I'm surprised you ever failed. I thought you couldn't fail it, but evidently
No,
you
there's like
can.
5 questions, and if you answer any of them wrong, you fail.
No, I did not. I'm just better than you, I guess.
It's
you
a shit
talking
or
about?
logic test.
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Okay. So Keen takes
There's
a
an
card.
office in London where you can sign up to be one of these people.
Oh,
Yeah, and go around fixing clocks.
Yep.
And,
There's an actual exam in the game.
Yep. If any of the rest of your characters are interested, you're welcome to ask about it. But otherwise, it pretty much just points you to that
Does it point you to
that
the office in
office.
Albion?
Yeah, that office in Albion.
Oh.
And it has their contact information.
Well, if we ever end up in London proper, this would be a great place to stop, I guess.
yeah.
Think about the job
Good.
opportunities.
Good to have more options. Department pertaining to time. Oddly specific.
Well, you know how everything is with all the hours going around. Time between the work worlds and everywhere else has to make some amount of sense to someone.
Yeah, fair.
And apparently, it's very hard to regulate the use of hours, so yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Alright. So where are your characters headed next?
Well,
Do
to
we
Fallstrom, right? To get the captain back in his seat. It'll be a long journey, but
I
we just got a
guess-
new payday, right? We should probably have enough to get supplies, and then we.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Enough to get fuel, right?
Yeah, fuel and some food. Unless you were planning on eating the other crew members,
Gas
which is of
prices
course
these days.
also an option.
Jeez.
Okay.
It is,
We
right.
Keen's first.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why does everyone hate all my characters all of a sudden?
No. Okay. So you load up the ship,
Not your
And-
characters.
head on out, unless there's anything else your characters want to do in Port Prosper. There is plenty of things to do if you have a particular something that you're looking to do. But otherwise, shrug. Let's see here. Is there anything else I'm forgetting to mention? No. Right, I mean, I guess you could visit the Windward Company if you really wanted to, but that would probably be more so if you were interested in the war. If you wanted to help the war effort for the Windward Company, you
Yep,
could probably
we could
chat
try
with them,
and-
couldn't you?
I think we don't want to know anything about the war, you know? Like,
What do you mean?
we want to
That's
keep our
happening,
distance.
Whether or not we inquire about
Fair.
it. Inquiring isn't going to change a significant
But
amount.
we could.
Can we write a port report?
Yes, you can.
It's something we have to do.
Yeah, why not?
Check in with them, I guess.
Yeah, in your possessions, you now have X1 port reports, Port Prosper.
Great. Okay. Just making sure. Gotta pay for fuel somehow, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that is how it works, right? You might actually legitimately want to write that in your possessions.
Okay.
X1 port reports.
Let's actually write that on my possessions.
William, do you remember if you could actually make a port report of like Irem? I don't know why that's.
I don't know where I read.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You could. I don't know why
I think
that was the one that like stuck out to me just now. God, I can't believe how little I remember of Sunless Seas. Like, I've spent so many hours in that game, and I remember like, nothing, like, compared to Sunless Skies. I don't know.
Sometimes games be like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a lot of stuff there too. So
I think Sunless Seas
I love that game so much.
objectively has less stuff than Skies, but it also feels like a lot more because the map is all in one place instead of between 4 different regions. So it's big. Feels
Also,
it's one map. Okay. Wow.
I don't know anything about Skies, but Sunless Sea is like probably the best piece of writing I've ever read in terms of its ability to set up mysteries and make you want to figure out what the hell's going on. So that adds a lot to the sense of like the size of the world.
I think both games definitely have do very well in the sense of like what is happening. Like I want to figure out why, like what is happening in the world.
Yeah.
But I think
Sometimes
Seas
I'm not great about reading description.
maybe I think Seas is slightly better.
And they're
There's a
also
lot of
writing. for the
they're
most
also
part.
really like a lot of the
I know there's some disagreements actually internally about like with writers getting moved around and stuff. I think.
Yeah, well, there's also
Sunless Skies development.
actually something I should mention. There was a big like weird scandal with the company right now where it turns out some of the like executives like did some pretty bad things to a pair of employees. So just saying, I recognize that we were
Right,
playing
yeah,
with the Sunless in the Sunless Skies game world, but that's pretty fucked up.
That's what I was
I
talking
think-
about.
Yeah.
I think Sunless Sea, one of my favorite things about it is that, like, the mysteries that it sets up are actually solvable, even though they are really, really hard to solve.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting.
like,
Okay.
Irem is just a complete mystery, right? That, like a month or two ago, I was on my longest playthrough ever, and I actually figured out what the hell was going on. Like, somewhere
Oh, really?
completely all the way across the map, it was like just barely implied.
Huh.
And that was the best
That's
feeling
funny.
ever.
Yeah,
Huh.
I never really figured that one out. I actually had the option to get like this really weird, rare secret ending that I didn't even know about until I was like, oh yeah, I was like going through YouTube and it's like the rarest ending in Sunless Skies. Then I read through it and it's like, oh, I could have done this at like any time. But I don't think I ever actually finished my Sunless Seas playthrough.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff. Anyways, Sunless Seas is very good. But I think it's much less of the like fun, like haha, like let's go exploring around the skies kind of thing that Skies has. It's a little more dark and rough and difficult in tone, I think. I don't know. I think Skies is better to start with. Okay. So your characters are heading back to New Winchester?
Well, no, heading to Fulcrum?
Lustrum.
I mixed up the name.
Lustrum.
Fulstrom? Flustrum? To try to fix
Lustrum.
up our good friend the captain. That way we can have a fully able-bodied party for
But
this
remember
haunted
what we were
house.
talking about, that it's very, very far, and you typically go through New Winchester to make that journey. It's not necessary, but
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah.
it's
There's
New
no
Winchester's
real
very
reason
much
to stop there.
It's a good resupply. That's the main thing. And then from there you have to pick your route pretty much if you want to go past Carillon, which is objectively the safest, but probably the longest route. You would definitely have the option to go to therapy at Carillon if you really wanted to as well, which is worth noting, or just see Carillon and see what's up there. It's basically a giant sanitarium run by a bunch of devils, but they're good devils.
Sorry, one. Did we ever get a name or description for the guy who offered us that job in the Blue Kingdom?
Oh,
It
Lord
was just
Xander
the
Kennedy.
industrialist.
Yeah, Lord Xander Kennedy, the Bleak Industrialist. This is also a quest line in the game, but I'm assuming that Andrew has not done it because it's
No, I have
probably
not.
the hardest quest line of all time.
Is that might be the wrong spelling, but it's the magic card.
It's spelled with an X.
So
Yeah, there you go.
okay, cool.
Oh my gosh, he literally was this. He was literally this guy in that comic Hayes post.
Okay. Okay. So what's you're gonna stop in New Winchester and then head out?
Yeah.
All right. So you charge.
We don't
And-
really.
So are we
have
gonna do the
reason to
house
stop
job?
at all,
I-
but
We can also-
We can do
well,
the house job.
weren't we gonna
Okay.
get you back on your feet first? That seems
Well-
prudent.
I mean, I can fight just as well in a wheelchair.
I don't know if
I have a
don't
gun.
think that's true.
Well, okay, you can just have me wait outside while you guys do the investigating.
But then we're down a person and our
Mm,
captain.
I mean, Hamish can
Do
just
we-
pull out
okay.
a gun, right? Like he doesn't need to be able to walk to pull out a gun, right?
yeah,
Be
exactly.
fine.
We're not
Exactly.
taking.
We
We
should
are
trust-
not taking
We should trust the
a
keeper.
wheelchaired man into.
No,
a
but
hot
Aiden
tub.
had a really good point, okay? Like, I can just fucking Glock whoever wishes to fuck
Well,
with
like
me.
I was
you know?
saying, if that's not
So-
how you want to make money, you could instead decide, go over to the Silent Saint. And,
Yeah, do some mining.
That
We would have to
also
leave you
seems
like at the top.
ill-advised.
We can't-
I
yeah.
think we should err on the side of caution. We could just take the long haul to Lustrum, get our captain back on our feet, and then head back to New Winchester and make an easier 900 sovereigns. Why risk it?
Okay, yeah, you can heal me. I mean, Hamish, I guess in character, is probably want So,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the captain. That's just odd, just take.
yeah. Yeah, let's just go heal Hamish up. That's true.
I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration on Hamish using my 5th level spell slot.
Oh boy,
Fifth edition
guys, we're
players
hungry.
one day.
Someone cast Goodberry.
Okay. So you decide that you're gonna head out towards Lustrum. So, you're doing okay. You pass back through the after a few days of rest. You restock on supplies, restock on fuel, fill up all the extra hull space that was previously occupied by Bronzewood with fuel and supplies instead. You choose to stock further up on fuel and supplies, considering that Pulmere and Plenty Circus is probably on the way, and you could easily just get some more supplies from there, so as to conserve some hull space for
Right,
you, just
cool.
in case. And head on out. So, let's see here.
We could also run by Elness and maybe find something there.
It's on the
Or
opposite
Titanium.
side of the map, unless you want to go to the Silent Saint.
Oh,
In which case, it would
okay.
be absolutely in the right
I
direction.
don't really think we need anything more. 900 sovereigns, y'all.
Or, sorry, are we deciding that we're doing that?
It seems like the concurrence is that you're going to investigate the house once this is over.
It's, in the words
Yeah.
of the captain, it's just a house. Like,
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
It's just
Okay. So two
can't
people
get out of my
died in
head.
that house
But
I
earlier.
cannot get out of
But
my
we're
head.
going
Yeah,
fast.
well, the worm could have killed us like 5 times and we survived it because we're so chat. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
and the
Even
worm's probably
literally-
worse than whatever bitch-ass ghost is in this house. Okay, like, okay, once we're healed up, all right, we're going to style
Pretty
on this.
He is over the idea of going into haunted houses and dealing with dealing with things from the skies. Like
But you know what? That's
this
fair.
will hold
That is
us
fair.
over for
there's a
months.
certain amount of trauma here, and he does not care
This
to
is
revisit.
900 sovereigns. This will hold us over for months. I mean, you've
It's
seen our other
it's all
options.
of your
Quite some
mind.
time.
Not
Have to
all
remember
of
that
them
you're
are.
splitting it between the entire crew, so it's like 90 per person, which is still a sizable amount.
None of this is like. Are any of our other drop options better? Would you rather go mine from the Saint? That seems like a far
Well,
worse
there was
course of
the
action to
option
me.
of, smuggling stuff through Port Avon or through Port Prosper.
We also just
Well, significantly
keep
less
shipping
physical labor.
bronzewood. I'm sure Port Prosper will always have want of it.
Yeah,
I guess.
maybe. Well, this might have been for us.
I don't know. Regardless, our ship is not really
really.
complete until our captain is, complete. So.
Yes.
But we should.
Take me to this. Take me
Can we
to.
pick up any? Ooh.
What was it?
Never mind. I was gonna ask if there were any more. Oh, what are those things? The offers from people to buy goods.
You can
At
check at
specific
New
places.
Winchester if you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, but we were just at New Winchester, so if there were any, we would have seen
Probably
them.
wouldn't have changed, but you can take a look
Yeah.
through what you did see and maybe see if.
It'd be a good idea to just run, if we're gonna run up to Lustrum, try and hit some ports along the way, and make some money.
Let's see here. It looks
Are there any ports on the way to Lustrum that we could
New
stop by and
Winchester,
maybe?
Palmyra, and Plenty's, and
Palmyra,
Caroline.
Caroline seems like a nice place to stop.
It is not hostile.
Do they help you?
Yeah,
for
they do
sanity, right?
therapy.
Or is
They
it
do.
the other? Yeah. Okay.
That would. I mean, you are right,
Indeed.
Keen. I think I could certainly use some of that. I've been seeing shadow people at night. I think I've been taking too many sleep pills.
And you want to go into this house? And you think this is a good idea?
Well, once our
Loose
minds
ingest,
are
with loose ingest.
He is going to be very indignant about this. Like, Ajay, what are you thinking? And you're not worried you are going to lose your faculties completely?
I've done this many times before.
This Carolines is on the way to
You've done this many
Lustrum.
I see.
Let us heal our minds,
Yes.
souls,
Okay,
with the aid of these shrinks.
here are prospects. Defend the Titanium Post, Seeds for Magdalene, Caroline Connection. Blah blah blah. Barrels of unseasoned hours. Oh, do they sell barrels anywhere here? In
Prosper?
Prosper, yeah.
Does Prosper export? Let's see.
Or are there anywhere in the Reach? Do they sell barrels?
Yeah, there's.
Or is that just Albion?
In fact, they sell it here. Right, I forgot. The hour refining
Okay.
factories are here, so they actually would give you. You could get a pretty good deal if you bought some hours here, and then went over.
Okay. Well, maybe we can fund this trip by buying some hours from the refinery here, and then running it through to Caroline. As that's going to be on the way.
I mean, I guess why not? We might as well find as many things to do on the way to
Magdalene's
Fulcrum.
anywhere on the way?
Or
I mean,
Lustrum, you
Lustrum.
mean?
Somehow I keep saying Fulcrum. I think my mind really is breaking.
real life college.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, college has been hurting my sanity, but not really because of work, because of other reasons.
That's
Ah.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's honestly like good sanity loss.
I won't elaborate.
Okay. All right. So,
Okay.
are your characters
It's
going
weird.
to
I
get
won't
some
go into
hours
it.
here?
Sure, yeah, let's trade some hours.
All right. So it's going to cost not the cheapest amount. It's going to drop your credit ratings by 1 each. Sorry, by 2 each. 2 each. Sorry, 2.
And should
know
my
what?
credit rating have increased at all? when we
Increased
got
by
the wood?
5.
Sorry.
Yeah,
it should have increased by 5 from the wood. The wood is a
Okay,
much
up
more
5
significant
sounds
return.
right? For all of us?
Okay.
Yeah, all of you should have increased by 5, and now it's
Then
decreasing by
we're
2 if
literally,
you're
like,
buying
balling
this, so it should be
still.
back to 3. Or it should be increasing by 3 total.
So it's like basically like stocks though, still. Like
Yeah.
we're still
Yeah.
getting net gain.
Yep.
This is big.
Exactly. This will help us pay for our trip.
If I
and then
can
it'll
find
also
my
give
fucking
us-
credit, where
We're
is it?
literally
top left.
we're just the pinnacle. We're the best business
It's
persons.
so rich.
Mm-hmm.
We're literally like the stocksman. This reminds me of like playing Mountain Blade in a weird way.
Oh, just slightly more horrific and scuffed. Mountain Blade.
Yeah. We should
This is
start
just
like
part of the game.
hiring more
Prospect.
hiring more people, honestly. We need to like have a small army to manage our shit.
All right. So your characters purchase some hours, and
And then,
head out.
are you insisting that eventually we just like have people run the ship for you?
Yeah. Alright, yeah, let's head out.
Okay. The initial journey out past the Windward Company is not quite blockade, but security wall of dreadnoughts is pretty tame. You're going to have to pass semi-close to Hybris, which you're not the biggest fan of, but you don't have to go technically anywhere into the fungal jungle. So you pass by you pass by Pulmer and Plenty Circus, which you're welcome to dock at should you wish. But otherwise, you can just kind of dock briefly, pick up some supplies, and head out. It's a cluster of islands lying in the mist, with strings of bunting fluttering optimistically between them. Colored searchlights play across the clouds, and they cast wild shadows, haloed in pink and green. You can listen somewhat closely, and you can hear the distant sound of circus music, which the game describes as an oompa oompa sound, which is interesting, to say the least.
Y'all want Oompa Oompa? that's really stupid.
I'm not answering that.
That's what the Hamish. I'm not gonna oompa oompa with you.
I'm not gonna Oompa Oompa with you right now. Now, put your dick away.
But that's probably normal. Like,
Put your oompa away.
Walter.
just normal noise. We could just continue go about our business.
Yeah.
Let's ignore the
just continue.
circus, lest we be subsumed by the
Yeah.
Oompa.
What? Okay.
GM is laughing.
Subsumed by the Oompa? Does no one else appreciate
Yeah.
that beautiful bit of... Okay. Anyways.
I don't know. I think that's pretty normal.
Took you guys a minute to read. Well, I think Kaz is like just desensitized to my existence.
Honestly, didn't bat an eye. It was just normal.
So passing through, you see a few Tackety vessels here and there. It looks like there's a bunch that are mining at our geodes that float through the area. you pass past the circus, dock for some supplies, resupply it, ignore thoroughly everything else that's around here. You do take note that there is a spire on one of these nodes next to the circus, a rather large one that has a bunch of correspondence sigils written into it, but they somehow don't bother you. It's kind of weird. Like, for some reason,
I'm sorry?
There's a spire on a node that has correspondence written in it.
Well, no, like I know that they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
bother me.
Somehow
I
they
don't have
don't,
to write them down.
No, they don't bother any of you. Well, maybe Aja would, but the rest of you aren't bothered by them.
I'll jot them down in my new notebook very quickly.
Okay, so you head over to the obelisk, so to speak, and let's see here, and you decide to attempt to jot them down. So you
Not
go
decide.
ahead-
I do.
Yeah, I said attempt is what I said. Aja, can you roll your Cthulhu mythos?
I believe I can. Oh,
Water. Put your drip away, water.
why is that not letting me roll? I'm clicking on the thing in my character sheet.
I can do it for you. Aja Yule. Character. Oh, it's because you're on edit mode.
Oh,
There you go.
that
try
would
it
make
now.
sense. Success.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Then you're able to transcribe it onto your notebook, and it forms a small but warmly blazing sigil. While you're near the obelisk, you feel an intense kind of
This is good.
yearning, but somehow it satisfies this fundamental desire to be needed. The people around you that are also here seem to find it hard to leave. There's a gathering of newcomers around a bonfire by the obelisk, and they watch you climb up before you jot it down. The sigil throbs 2 handspans from the point of the vast stones. Keeping the paper flat while making the rubbing is precarious. Your audience falls silent so as not to distract, and finally you are done, and your sliding descent is accompanied by raucous cheering. You retreat to your engine, and are on your way.
Huh.
Nice
Okay.
onion seal.
Yeah.
That
Normal.
was. Yeah. Okay, another sigil earned. Let's go.
You
my
can't keep
Pokedex-
doing this.
My
You gave everyone
Pokedex
arsenic
expands.
poisoning.
Yeah, you never really did figure that one out, did you? Okay, so
Hey, wait,
Let's
wait.
Can't keep
eventually-
getting away with this.
Eventually, the amount of sanity you lose will go down. Just saying.
what?
Clearly.
I don't know about that one. Okay.
Don't
So
you eventually
characters-
get normalized to these things?
Oh, no. So, okay. So there. So seeing a specific monster over and over will eventually cap out your sanity drain, which is why you weren't. I
That's what
wasn't
happened with the
asking
worm guy.
Yeah, I wasn't asking
Every
for sanity
sigil
checks
is
every
its
single
own-
time.
Special little monster.
With correspondence sigils, typically they do that, but this one seems to have a very like inverse effect. This one just kind of is like chill and relaxed, and you feel actually like you just kind of feel very wistful while you're near it. And it makes it so that you kind of just spend a lot of hours just kind of like Aja, whenever you're flipping through the pages and just kind of like looking at them, this is one that you spend like a solid hour on usually before you finally decide like, okay, time to get some work done. But you're just kind of like looking at it and just chilling. It's weird. It's like therapy.
Cool.
But you're not sure that it's completely good. Anyways, so your characters continue for some time through the skies, and as you're approaching through Caroline, the sky grows sparser and sparser with any kind of signs of activity. The area around the circus is very, very much like Hybris in that it is filled with nodes all here and there, although Hybris is much more canyonistic, or canyony, I guess, not canyonistic, that's not a word, with homesteads floating here and there. But after another day or so of travel, you notice a Tackety vessel that seems to be kind of stuck on a rock. not stuck, but they keep
Oh,
they're flying in kind of like into this rock repeatedly.
door stuck.
Yeah, you're not
Wait,
sure
what?
what's up with it. Yeah, it's weird. It's this Tackety vessel just kind of like
Running into rocks
bounce,
repeatedly.
yeah, driving
Okay.
erratically, and just kind of like bouncing from place to
What
place.
is-
Yeah, they're
We
like
should
hostile.
avoid it, I think. That's
Yeah.
sus. That's really
I was gonna
sus.
say that's either
That
normal
is
GI
really
behavior
sus. Yeah.
or fungus.
Yeah, but it might be someone in need. You think?
It's a fungus.
You
It's
would
It's
you
by a
want-
fungus.
Sorry, what?
Would you want, if you were this Tackety, for someone to abandon you in the middle of the skies because I think that you look weird? There's not really many people that come out here to help you.
I feel like the keeper
The
is
keeper
tempting
has
us,
been
you
doing a lot of
guys.
temptation in this
Well,
session.
on the other hand,
some of it has
you
worked.
have seen
It's
you
hard-
have seen
it's hard to
Tacketies wielding
resist.
weapons of the fungus that you remember, but on the other hand,
What if these
hand,
reverse psychology?
They were wielding the weapons.
What if
of the
these are
fungus,
first
not the other way
reverse
around?
We're not messing with it. We shouldn't
Feel
mess with
the
it.
fingers
Captain,
of
this
God.
I don't know, you
Right.
guys. You did put forward a good argument.
this does not seem like we should just play it safe. You know, as I keep saying these days. That's
Okay.
they can meet their own fate in the skies. Aja kind of like frowns,
Well-
almost disturbed that he himself has said that.
How about listen?
by his
How
point.
about
We just have Hayes flash a message hailing them, and if they don't respond, we leave them up to their rock banging.
I can do that.
Fair enough.
Seems fair, yeah.
All right, I will have Hayes be like, need help, Morse code with our lights?
Okay.
Question mark.
Yeah, so you actually notice that as you're flashing it in, even like midway through your response, you start getting yellow flashes back from the Tackety vessel's signaling
Oh,
cabin. But okay, so you sit there and you kind of jot down the dots and dashes for a minute, and then you're like, all right. It continues on for a bit, and then it kind of like stops, and then you're like, okay, what do we got here? So you take a careful look. Apple. Year. Floss. Lamp. Tissue. Plastic. Bronzewood.
okay, they fucking lost it. Let's leave them alone.
Water.
They may be insane, but this is
Rubber.
a level of understanding I don't think the fungus possesses.
Well, either that or
It's just random
something far
words.
worse is over.
Are they
Back in
all
there.
like nouns?
Doesn't
Noun
look
words?
like cipher. It's
Not all nouns. There's some verbs in there. I guess I was just saying nouns because those were the things that came to mind. But yeah, probably like
I was
kick,
thinking
period.
it could be a
Stop.
shipping manifest, but yeah,
No, they're not all
We
nouns.
we should.
So the ship kind of dislodges itself from the rock and starts just kind of like drifting around again, sort of erratically. Kind of
something's
toward,
wrong with it?
kind of in the direction of your engine, presumably because you signaled them.
we have any
We
small
should
gases?
get the fuck out of here.
Well, what's the consideration here? Consensus.
For some other reason than the fungus.
Well, anything that makes people lose their minds is something we should steer clear of.
Yep.
Okay. Well, they
This is-
aren't.
well,
steering
unless
clear
it-
of you, unfortunately.
Unless it pays well.
Unless it
Someone
pays
can pay us on that boat.
Well, you're sure you
There
can
could be
get
things on that boat to
transfer.
salvage.
You are on the way to Carolon too, so if they are insane, you might be able to take them and take
So
'em in.
Keen, you want to investigate the ghost skyship, but you won't go
And
into a
not the
haunted
ghost
house?
howl.
I mean,
Look,
they could be valuables.
if you are
It
if,
could be.
if
The
you
house
are
assuredly.
interested,
It's something that is much easier to leave.
A house
and
is
not
must
Then
easier-
whichever-
a house is much easier to leave than a skyship that has
Okay,
airlocks.
If everyone if we are
we could
interested in
figure out from
discerning
our
the
side
fate
if
of
they
this
are-
ship, excuse me, if we are interested in discerning the fate of this engine, then whichever boarding party wishes to investigate must go well armed
And we
be
could
ready
also
to
just
leave at a
load
moment's
them up
notice.
and take what we can.
That is quite the escalation. I don't know if I feel comfortable. There could be people alive on that ship. I'm fine with leaving them to their own devices, but just destroying
I've
their
heard
vessel.
Tackety named
Another
myself
thing.
for quite a bit at the Windward Company.
Alright, well, okay, do we really want to
Better-
check them out?
We are
It
not
could be interesting.
privateers, Keen.
It could be
not-
interesting to check them out.
At least I don't think we're privateers.
But you could be. You should go back to the Windward Company and ask them if you can help
Well-
with more effort.
There's nothing wrong with being a
Look,
privateer.
you all seem rather curious about this ship, so I will allow you to lead a boarding party. Be careful. Alright, I will not be accompanying you for obvious reasons. As I look down at my broken body. Yeah, I'll tell okay, I'll be like Hayes, hail the ship, ask it to kill its engines, and prepare itself for docking. We're going to tell them that we're going to give them a inspection to see if
Well,
everything's alright.
I wonder if I could find the. There's an ambient loop that the
like
game
this.
has for like collisions,
And-
but I can't find it. It's unfortunate.
What? Sus. Okay, I'm going to
No, like,
I'm gonna
there's
call
a,
Morris
the
and be
game
like,
has a sound effect for collisions that I wish I had, but I don't have it.
I'm gonna call Morris and I'm gonna ask.
You know, driving in this random shit.
Yeah.
So you're calling
I'm
Morris.
going to call Morris and be like, yeah, ready the guns. Be ready to fire at a moment's notice. We don't
Aye,
really
aye,
know
sir.
what this ship holds for us. But yeah. And have the crew be on high alert. And Hamish remembers the Hybris affair. Have them wear some sort of face scarves or anything to protect your mouths
Skysuits,
and
sir?
noses. Perhaps, yes. Even if you're not boarding it, just as a precaution, or at least something to cover your mouth and face. Even a piece of cloth, and anything works.
Right.
Right, sir. That'll
Right.
do.
And give a boarding party free run of the armory.
He nods his head. So you decide to drift the vessel closer as
Well, we're doing this now.
I guess the boarding party is going to arm up, right? And Hayes, you signal them, and they start signaling more gibberish
Yeah.
back. I don't know. Speaker, kick, walk, dog, cat, leaf, tree.
That is terrifying.
It's more random stuff. And you're doing fine. You all, what kind of weapons are you gonna pick? Pick up.
Is keep transcribing. If it ever starts making sense, then
You guys should like ready your shotties. Like shotguns are like really good.
I don't know that you have shotguns to equip the entire crew. You can at least get pistols and maybe like a shotgun.
Yeah.
I mean, most
Yeah,
of your
okay, yeah,
investment
one
for
shotgun.
weapons is in the ship's guns. What
Yeah,
kind of
okay,
weapon
then-
do you want on the ship, by the way? I guess we've never established this, but like, do we want some kind of a machine gun? Do we want some kind of like a shotgun? Do we want some kind of a rockets? Mine laying devices is also an option.
Probably okay.
machine
so
gun
for the
is
ship,
the best
for
like
the ship
all
itself,
rounder, right? Like or like
Yes.
a
Yeah,
AT
yeah.
thing, like because we're mostly, in theory, I don't know. Machine
Probably-
gun's probably the play.
probably a
Auto
big
cannon.
machine gun emplacement, and then a rocket, like for like big ships and stuff. But yeah.
Okay, I'll say you can have one of those. Which one do you want more?
Machine gun probably, because it can
roll
fend off
Hamish's
anything.
credit
Well, not
rating.
everything. Okay.
I'm just curious, like, see how fancy this
Wow.
is. Okay. Okay. So it's kind of you have a machine gun. It's a fine one. It's a
Maxim, maybe.
no.
Water cooled.
You not quite. So this is a Caminus Yards brass rate, which is a rapid-firing weapon popular with captains who value volume over precision. Be careful not to let it overheat. Once the thing's up to speed, you could fry eggs on it. Anyways, so you bring the engine closer, and you pick up weapons and shotguns. And as you're bringing the engine closer, suddenly there's the other engine starts to shake, and
Oh,
rather violently.
reverse.
Okay, so you're like
Reverse.
and there is a very oh wait, it didn't work. Okay, fine. I didn't want it to work anyways. There we go. Bam bam. Here.
It's not a good noise.
Yeah. This is what I'm looking for. That. And you see the vessel burst into this like purplish tentacle sprouting out and exploding from it.
Okay.
No!
And the
So do we want to
vessel-
fire the cannons now or later?
Yeah.
Nah.
Now?
Now.
Now?
Okay, so you're like, fire the cannons! So you shout.
Dude,
give the order to
I know
reverse
what
and
this.
fire.
I know what this is. Like I saw a GIF of it. Oh crap. Well, I don't know much about, but I didn't say anything because I'm like, okay, this might be something that I'm thinking about, but I don't want to say anything. And now, fuck.
Okay. So you're going to fire your cannons. So can I have you go ahead and roll? Or actually, let's go in order here. So Hayes, what do you want to do as the order is given?
Drop the more stuff and run for a gun.
Okay, and you start running down towards the armory. So you run to the armory and grab a pistol out from it. You're like, well, if they do manage to get into our ship, I'm going down with a fight. Byron is not here, so I'm going to ask him for assistance here. Keen, what would you like to do?
I mean, I can man a cannon, I guess, but like, I don't think there's much else to do.
Okay, you're just like, alright. You go up to the cannon. So you run up to Morris and you're like, alright, what needs doing? How can I help
Yeah,
out?
can I help?
He's like,
Well, we've got two of these things, so hop in, and I'll take the other one. Let's get these all four, shall we?
Is there another? Is there someone else who's more qualified than me to do this? Like, Hayes might be more qualified.
Arguably, yeah. But you're
He's
here.
not a Skyfarer.
Don't worry, all you've got to do is shoot the damn thing. I'll load him in.
Fair enough. Okay. I guess I'll. Yeah.
okay,
Shoot
roll
the
for
damn thing.
your, probably, firearms or operate heavy machinery. If you have
guess
anything
I'll
for
just-
firearms, machine guns.
Okay.
Or
I'll
Wait,
rifle
this is
shotgun and
operate
some
heavy
regular machine
machinery.
gun.
I'm really good at that. Can I help with
yeah,
the gun?
yeah, you can. You might
Maybe I
also
can man the rocket or something if need be.
okay, so it's
Oh.
not terrible. So Keen, you fire off some shots from the gun and clip the vessel, causing chunks of purple to fly off from it. These kind of like tentacular things. Let's see here. Finally, I can find the firing sounds as the shots ring true. Not all of them are directed.
I think He's having some bad connection issues.
That's unfortunate. In this time of need, no less. Okay, so Aja, it's gonna be yours. And as you, as you're
I
running,
assume I can't also shoot the gun, right?
yeah, there's two guns. There's two emplacements on it. As you're running down, you note that a string of purple projectiles fly from the creature. Well, it is a vessel, but it's definitely not just a vessel. Fly from the thing and streak towards your ship. They look like purple blobs almost.
Gonna send them bugs over to eat her brains out.
Is Aja like paralyzed in fear?
No, I'm gonna hop on the emplacement and I'm gonna start shooting.
Oh, yeah,
Alright.
worked.
Could that be
Operates-
operate
yeah.
heavy machinery?
Yeah,
machine?
it could, yeah. I would say this is a heavy machine and you're operating it. Okay, so you fire...
This is definitely a heavy
fire
machine
the
moment.
cannon. Don't forget to check off your skills when you succeed. You fire the cannon, smashing into the hull of the creature, or whatever it is. You're not really sure. And
Direct hit.
yes, it is definitely a direct hit. The full chain of about 4 shots you're able to make it land here. And the creatures. There's definitely many of these purple tentacles, and they almost seem to be individual. Some of your characters might have even heard of these things. You see that the rest of the crewmates are running around. Morris is like loading things in. Morris is very calm under the pressure, but the rest of them, you see Rutledge running down.
Captain, what the bloody hell is that?
I have no idea. Fire at those strange globs it's shooting at us.
Well, that's one of those, I've heard of these things. Guess, we're probably dead. It'll be fine. It's a fun time.
That does not seem like an attitude to have.
Maybe we should get the engines moving then.
We're working on it, alright?
If we shoot enough bullets, then perhaps we won't be dead.
Hamish, the
So optimistic.
the purple blobs are streaking from the ship. There's a series of them. It looks like 3 of them, and they're heading towards your ship. It's your turn. What would
Fire
you
at
like
the
to-
blobs.
How would you like to navigate this your ship here?
Who's on thrusters?
Yeah,
It's
I-
Hamish's
well-
job to give the orders on what goes.
I will try to do like a Tokyo. Yeah, okay. He'll be like, let me think of a thing.
Admiral Thayer maneuver.
That means he wants it to, I don't know, turn the ship in such a way that it minimizes its profile and kind of like dodges the projectiles, but also turns its guns towards it. I don't know why I have to roll for this, but yeah.
Okay, so you basically spin the ship. You're gonna need to roll
Maybe
your
sky
navigate or operate heavy machinery or sky ships. Yeah, sky ships would definitely be the skill to roll, I'd say. Yeah. Would you like to push your luck?
What the fuck? Oh. Yeah,
so you-
okay.
you cruise-
I'm going to like,
The stokers and you spin the wheel and the stokers gun the engine and the ship spins in kind of like this arc towards the thing. So in theory, you'd be able to gain some distance as well as perform some evasive maneuvers against the shots and maybe hit the thing with your guns if your gunners are good enough about timing it right. So how would you like to push it here?
well, basically, I would I'd be like,
Full power to
small thrusters, like the thrusters you use to like turn and not like, go forward. And then,
gunners at the ready.
I'd basically, he'd fuck up his throat more shouting orders as he's spinning the wheel, but yeah.
Alright, so go ahead and roll the push roll. Nice. Okay. That's pretty close to being
Yeah, I rolled
a
it.
hard success too. That's close enough. I'm gonna call that a hard success. Okay, so you the bolts streak past your ship, narrowly missing and dissipating into these purple, like writhing masses somewhere further on, just kind of sitting in the sky, and it gives Aja and Keen a chance to get their guns in the ready, and Hayes, what are you going to do here?
I guess I'll rush back up onto deck and try to find cannon that isn't taken.
Okay, well, both cannons are currently occupied, so you could just be on standby here. It's not unlikely that if you get hit, somebody's going to have to repair the engines, and that somebody's probably going to have to be on jet.
That would be
So
nice.
do that.
Have someone there.
Is there an MG? Is there an MG open?
No.
No. Morris is in manning one, and Odge is manning the other.
Morris is, Morris is helping you load.
Standing by.
Keen's,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Keen's on one, Odge is on one?
Yeah, because it's not that hard to point and shoot. It's much more difficult to operate the things that it doesn't just blow the ship to smithereens. So Keen, it's going to be your turn then.
Okay, cool. So, wait.
Fire the MG.
And Hamish, are you making moves to retreat at all? Because this vessel is
So is Kaz
closing the
or
distance.
helping me roll this, or?
No, you're just going to roll this.
Sorry, say that again.
Are you going to make any moves to retreat?
Yeah, I would like to do that. What?
Because the other engine is closing the
What would I have
distance.
to do?
No, I'm just asking. As part of your idea. Hayes, you
Yeah.
could help as a spotter if you want. Try to look for weak points. So if you want to roll like spot hidden or some other kind of skill, like literally anything that you can justify, you can do. You don't have to think that this is in terms of 5e combat. There's not really as much of a, attack action that you want to be spending every turn. It's kind of, you want to use your character in an effective way of combat. So, any ideas, any particular plans? I can't hear you.
So do we have a turn on right now?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Who's picking?
Yours.
Yours right now, I believe.
Oh, alright. So, yeah, I guess, so there's all of this spew coming out of the ship. I guess I'll... there's like a large machine.
Yeah, operate heavy machinery.
Okay, well that's really bad. I guess I'll just use spot hidden to see if I can find any particular weak spots on the whole board.
Interesting.
Sure, go ahead and roll. Okay, do you want to push your luck roll? So you look over it, and it's very difficult to ascertain anything amidst the writhing, wriggling
Okay,
mass.
I'll do it later.
I guess I will push it by kind of leaning over the edge of the ship.
Okay, sure, so you're going to rush it onto the deck. Okay, so go ahead and...
That's such a riskily specific push.
That's how it should be.
Failed again.
Okay.
Oh no.
And a glove flies right towards you. Okay, so another bolt fires from the ship, this time a singular one, and it kind of like homes in on yours. You're not sure how that's possible. You're not even sure what these bolts are. But you're going to need to roll your dodge here to not get smashed. Because this bolt of purple is about as big as you are.
Damn it! Critical failure.
I'll eat later.
And you are the glob smashes into you. Feeling like well, quite a bit of force here. So let's see
Over
here.
from the gunner's bay.
Yeah, you can see this happening. You see Hayes rush out to try to get a better look, and instantly get knocked out.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Wait,
And,
I'm sorry, are we back up to full health?
Yeah, you're
Now
back to-
after the
yes,
rest?
you're-
Okay, cool.
And Aja, you can't help but note as the entire engine shudders and is sent into a tailspin after Hamish's maneuver. That's probably not very good for the engine. So Hayes, you're smashed by this goop of purple worms, pretty much. They're like they kind of like they shift and shimmer from purple to black and wriggle their ways into the ship, kind of spreading out along the, along the side of the deck. They have also blasted.
Why did it have to be worms?
And you're pretty sure part of your leg is gone. But that's okay. But can you roll sanity?
Okay, one roll. One.
Then you only lose.
This is funny. You think this is funny, Captain?
You only lose.
Yeah,
one
it's
sanity.
amazing. It's one of these songs.
And,
Okay.
A lot is wrong with me. Look at my sanity.
Aja, the entire ship shudders. You're pretty sure that was a pretty sizable hit. Also, it's damaged the ship by 1 build point, which is essentially the ship's HP. Let's see here. Keen.
I can fix that. I can fix her.
Okay.
Later.
Peter.
Wait. Other option is that after. Wait. So Aja, what is Aja currently doing?
He's helping shoot the thing, but currently all your shots are going to be somewhat messed up because the ship is flying out of control. Although Hamish is doing a pretty good job of controlling it. Actually, no, yeah, that's fair. He has a hard success. We'll say that Hamish is able to control the spin well enough after being hit there.
Well, I guess back to rolling the thing. Nope. Not a chance. I'm not gonna hit very many of these shots.
They're still dealing damage. They're just not dealing max damage. It's a gigantic machine gun against the ship. So the bullets, for the large part, miss as your ship shoots in a wide arc, miss the spin, but you manage to get a hit or two on the creatures. Not sure how much damage you're really doing here. You're tearing out chunks of bronzewood plating as well as chunks of purple, but realistically, what in this case you read on
Can I yell
a
at?
pleasant shriek.
Does it take 3 people to man this gun?
No, only 2 technically. So someone has to load it and then 1 person will fire.
Okay. Can I ask Aja to come in for me? Aja, can you get yourself in here? He's
He's in the
he
other.
just took a hit. I want to go out
in the
and
other
check.
cabin.
Okay. I'm already on a gun, yeah.
Oh, was Aja on a different gun?
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
I see.
They're next.
I'm
to each
also
there any
way better
crew
at
around?
gunning than you.
Yeah. Are there any other crew who aren't doing any critical jobs?
Well,
Just go to
currently
someone
there's
with
2 of them that are manning the engines.
So when you fill your place, just go get Hayes.
And Rutledge is available.
Rutledge, get yourself in here.
Right.
You shoot and you point at the thing and you shoot it. And then I'm gonna run out on the deck towards Hayes.
Shouldn't we be retreating? Okay, so you're gonna
We have to hold it off.
So you're gonna sprint over towards Hayes. So
retreat.
you rush out onto the deck and immediately are blasted with the bitter cold of the skies. You can feel that the gel in your hair is starting to freeze over, which is not the most pleasant feeling. Or I suppose starch, it's not gel at that point. The starch in your hair is freezing over. But you can see Hayes is kind of collapsed amidst massive purple worms, which are quickly fading, almost like evaporation, and his leg is like horribly bent, like a terrible combat fracture, and there's just like this gigantic hole in the ship. It looks like he probably could have been instantly just obliterated had the shot rang true enough.
Okay. Do the tentacles look like they're immediately threatening? Like,
Isn't this
what's up with them?
second time his almost died.
Like,
Yes.
does Keen need to shoot these tentacles?
You
or-
don't know. You feel like a torch would be better at this point, given how many worm things there are.
Are there any torches? Or, like, fire things inside?
Somewhere, probably?
And are there, like, first aid kits?
Yes and yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go run and try and find a source of each of these things.
Okay, we'll go ahead and roll your luck.
There is not a lot of that left, is there?
Okay, it's gonna take you a hot minute to find them then. Let's see here, Barnes, come here. Aja, what are you gonna do?
Keen can enlist by.
Well, I still have a bead on the enemy quote-unquote engine, vessel, ship, thing, so I'ma continue blasting.
Alright, so anyways.
So anyways, I continued blasting.
So Morris hefts another chain of ammunition onto your gun, and go ahead and roll your machinery.
What happened to my character sheet? Why?
It's a fantastic question.
Roll 20. It's
Are you in edit mode again?
giving me spinning wheels of death.
Okay.
This is like the first time I've gotten to operate heavy machinery.
And he's crazy at it. So your shots
Whoa.
fire at the vessel and smash pieces of it off. Let's see here again. Let's see here. Okay. You see chunks of it tear off, but it doesn't look like it's getting damaged particularly quickly. You figure doing some like damage assessment from your discerning engineering eye. You reckon that it's still got a lot of fight left in it. Your ship, on the other hand, is probably still at relatively about the same amount, but it's only been hit once as opposed to like 10 times by machine gun fire. Which doesn't bode great.
Hey,
Hamish, it's up to you as another volley.
guess I'll just yell down to the engine's room like, "Burn hard! Get us out of here!" I don't know if you'd call it burning
Yeah,
using
I'm
sci-fi
gonna
terms.
be like,
I mean, Captain,
I think that's fit. I think that fits.
We can't give the engines all we've got.
Turn it about so we can do a full burn.
I'm not going to be able to shoot it then.
Right.
Shit.
It's up to you, Captain. You think we can handle them?
It wins in a straight fight. We
Alright,
have to
Hamish
try
is,
to
like,
run.
doing the captain thing.
It wins in a straight fight. We have to try to outrun it.
There isn't a point in sticking around to fight it, is there?
No.
We need to get in position for a full burn. Yes, we need to turn it about.
Alright. Go ahead and roll your navigation. Or your
Okay.
sky ships, rather. Sky ships.
Okay.
Okay, let me roll for its, because it looks like we're getting into a chase. Okay, how fast is your ship realistically? Bam, bam, bam. Okay. So you reckon, your ship is faster than theirs by your appraisals. The difficult part will be avoiding getting smashed and, making some field repairs if you do. For probably about 2 rounds worth of combat.
Also good at that. So
Yeah, so you're gonna need to buy some time here. Got any ideas? So Hayes is I need you to make a Constitution check.
Okay.
No way.
Well,
Hayes is right.
Well, can I like say an idea out loud?
Sure, yeah.
I guess.
Oh shit, I failed.
Well, Hamish will be like,
If we have any dead weight in the cargo hold, perhaps we could crack it open and throw it at the thing. I don't know. I'm running out of ideas.
Well, Captain, we've got about.
I don't really think we do. The hold is emptied out.
No, we've got exactly enough supplies to last till Carolon.
I failed the check.
Captain,
Oh.
deal. Hold on.
Okay.
So, I mean, we can jettison it, but I hope you've got a plan for us eating after that.
No. We cannot afford to do that. There's
You know what?
gotta be something else.
Only
We
if
have
it gets
munitions.
too close.
Alright, sir.
But yes, I was thinking of perhaps jettisoning some bombs towards it, but I don't know if we have any of those in the army.
Regrettably, do not have any well-packed crates of munitions, which is another piece of cargo. Well, we do have some hours, Captain.
Right.
Don't know what we could do with those, but in other news, Hayes, would you like to push or let the roll? Because otherwise, probably down. We would lose a real one. And describe to me how you're going to push it. If you do.
I cannot let it.
Right, that makes sense.
Can push it.
Statistically speaking, you never fail.
And
Only 25%.
he's going to briefly gain enough lucidity to sit up a little bit and see what's happening to his leg. And he's going to look
Try
at it.
to take some bandages from your face.
Oh, well,
No, go ahead.
he's going to look at it, and he's going to realize that he's fading fast. He's just going to go, no, this is stupid. He's just going to, through sheer force of this is bullshit, attempt to deny
The fighting
coming
increases.
wave of death.
Well, the cold is numbing here, and you can see it freezing your blood in some of these ones even as you sit there. You figure
Oh god, I succeeded.
if the wind doesn't get you, it will. But for now,
Oh,
you are able to drag yourself with your bloody stump. Not stump, but bloody flattened thing. It's really, it looks like if you took a chicken, a drumstick, and then you snapped it. Or maybe more like if you took a drumstick and then smashed it with a hammer. Yeah, something like that. And drag yourself back towards the door from whence you came. Let's see here.
Oh,
Keen.
Hayes is so epic.
Hi, yeah. Have I managed to find my things? Or, well, I guess I will run around and try to find my things.
Sure, yeah. Which one do you want first? One of the two.
Preferably both, whichever one I stumble across first.
If you had to pick one, which would it be?
If I had to pick one, I would grab fire.
Alright, you find a medkit.
Yeah. Can I quickly look around for any source of fire?
Well, you can spend another turn looking for fire, or you can spend a turn to get to apply first aid to Hayes. It's up to you.
Okay, well, this is fine. I'll go up and I'll go up. Are the worms still there?
Yes.
Great.
You're just gonna have to get your hands dirty and your pants a little purple stained. Some people would pay exorbitant amounts for this, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe this is actually the break we
I'm
need.
sure those types of people could make a lot of money elsewhere, but doing certain things with fees. But great. Let's apply first aid.
All right.
Okay. That is not at even close to a success.
Would you like to push or left or right? Could go wrong. What could go wrong? You could die.
I
Statistically
think
speaking.
We need to push a roll. We need to push it.
Alright, so you
Trick
grab
defeating,
him,
this
you
is like a
have
really
to-
bad idea to play.
and you whip out a tourniquet, and you're like, you know what? Well,
Can I try and move him inside?
sure, yeah, you can drag him inside. Okay, so you
Cool.
drag him inside. I guess that can be your push instead if you want.
Yeah. You want me to roll persuasion again then?
Yeah.
Great,
And,
not good, but
Hayes,
at
you
least he's
feel
inside.
a sickening tear as part of the compound fracture of your bones catches on one of
I'm rough
the
metal
railings on the ship, and you feel a splitting pain, such as if your leg is being pulled off. Really, can you roll another Constitution check?
I'm sure you'll be okay. I'm doing a good thing for you here, okay?
Okay.
And you're like,
Thank you.
oh my god. And Keen, you see the split as his leg is somewhat partially vivisected, I suppose. And you're like, well, all right, well that leg's not going to come back.
Sorry about that, buddy.
There's no chance of recovery there.
It's fine. It's okay.
It's fine.
Hey, first person to lose a limb, I think.
Yeah.
Is Emerson
Hachi,
pretty
Let's
lit?
go.
it's going to be your turn.
No,
There is
he was
another
just
volley
burned
coming towards
severely.
you.
Okay.
This time of kind of the more machine gun-esque blobs.
Hey, just so you know, in a few minutes I'm probably gonna have to go.
Yeah, gotcha. We'll wrap up soon. So, Kaz, what's it gonna be?
Okay, so I guess I can just do repairs anywhere they're needed. Where does damage seem to be worse?
Well, currently there's not too much damage, but it looks like there's some damage to the fore, right? That's the front, right? The fore. On the starboard side.
Okay,
it's
well, I
not
suppose I
major,
can-
but it could definitely use some repair probably.
I can go over there and carefully conduct some field repair.
Alright, go ahead and roll your mechanical repair.
That is a...
How late?
Yeah. And I forgot to roll my d10 this session to increase my luck. Can I do that now?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you make some quick repairs. You're not sure that it patches up all of the damage, but definitely not the worms. You can kind of see them slipping in and out of cracks, and you're like, fudge! You smack some of them with a wrench, cast some of them off the side, and you're able to weld some on the panels onto the thing. Actually, well, not weld, but
Wrench it together
yeah, pry some armor panels back on there.
so
And
they
then,
resemble something passable.
yeah, then it occurs to you that actually a welding torch might be a useful piece of equipment to use against this worm infestation here. Which they're slipping into cracks.
Wait, what? I want a welding torch.
You could call it out to
God damn.
You could call it out to Kingdom.
Well, welding torches, flame. That should not damage the ship too much, and it will get them out.
And Hamish,
for it,
it's
buddy,
gonna
go
be
for it.
your turn.
Big
Looks
bird.
like it looks like there's another volley that's about to hit you, and you're not sure what'll happen if it hits the back engines here. It's up to you to decide how you want to play this.
Okay, wait. Yeah, sorry, I'm cutting out a little. But basically, they did a machine gun volley blob thing.
It looks like it, yeah.
Are we able to full burn?
Yeah, we no
full
longer
steam
can
ahead.
shoot at it, right?
Yeah, no, you can't shoot at it anymore.
Yeah.
If you turn it in.
Well, yeah, let's just full burn it. Yeah.
Engage.
Alright, then go ahead, roll your stash ups.
Yes.
Would you like to push your luck to roll?
Can I spend 1 luck?
Yeah, you can.
I will
let's see if
spend
this
1
one
luck.
works. Alright. Well, I think dodge. Okay. So since dodge technically goes...
No!
No, you're okay, because in that case it would be a success for you, and for dodges it's the defender who's favored in a tie of success levels rather than the attacker. So you managed to drift the ship out of the way just in time as they narrowly slice through space and smash just past your ship. You see one of them kind of like grazes off the side, and Aja, there's a splattering sound as a bunch of worms get entangled on one of the railings next to you. And also, Aja, you are freaking cold. You realize as you're not really wearing any protective equipment yet. You shield your eyes from the stars and from the slime as both of them kind of eat away at your eyes and then turn back to the repairs that you're trying to make here. Hayes, you still have not received first aid, so you're going to need to make another Constitution check.
Okay.
He's better. He's better.
43.
Oh my
Keen, it's your
god.
turn. You gotta help this man. You gotta help this man.
Okay. Does having the kit help my first aid at all?
No, it allows you to do it.
Oh, okay, so you just can't.
No.
Okay.
You can sometimes. You have to have some source of like actual first aid equipment, and for the severe.
Yeah,
injury,
Sure, off.
would you like to luck or push?
And the luck.
All right.
We'll guarantee it. Guarantee it.
Okay.
You should be thankful here.
Yeah.
Spending luck
Hayes,
for you,
you regain a
okay?
hit
I could
point.
let you die here if I wanted to.
Oh,
Now we can apply medicine, right?
oh, God.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
Oh, my legs.
Don't know how that leg's doing, but you should live. Maybe. I don't know how that's looking for. Is he still covered in worms?
Yeah. And so are you now. At this
Is
point.
purple?
Yeah, it's unfortunate the purple
Worms
color
don't
is-
seem like extremely harmful quite yet.
Yeah, no, they're just very uncomfortable.
Okay. Can I try and... I could strip down to my underwear. Then I'd not have worms on me, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You could.
We need to see Keen's cheeks.
Can I yell out if anyone... Does anyone have some fire? We need some fire for the worms.
Well, you've heard things about a welding torch. Maybe one of the other crew members can go grab it.
Hopefully... Yeah.
Maybe you can shout it.
Yeah, well, I'd prefer not to spread the worms all over the ship.
You can shout like,
Yeah,
"Hey, fire!
so...
Get a welding torch!" Okay, so he'll
Yeah,
run down.
I'll
to
shout
you,
fire.
he'll get a torch and run back up to you. So, Aja, it's going to be your turn. The ship could probably use more repairs, but also if you patched up slightly everything here.
Yeah, I think a prudent thing to do would have like this is Barotrauma-esque, right? Like we have sky suits readily available in like places, right?
Yeah.
For emergencies.
Mhm.
I should probably seeing the worms and like how cold it's getting and like having caught an unhealthy glimpse of the stars. I'm gonna go put one of those on.
Okay, so you run in and you're like, alright, I'm gonna put one of these on and then we'll get back to fuel repairs. So you put it on as fast
Safe
as
first,
possible.
you know what they say.
Roll your dexterity. These are not the most. They're somewhat cumbersome to put on. So, dexterity, give it to me.
Suppose so. Luck it. I'll spend 2 luck there.
Sure. So you're able to get it on in one turn then. Alright, Hamish.
Action
There's
economy.
another volley of one big glob and many, many small globs, and it's
Oh crap.
you're getting
Dude.
out of distance quicker and quicker, and you're pretty sure that once you pass this, you won't be in range anymore of the damn thing. But it's up to you. Any particular plans for how to avoid getting hit here?
Okay. Alright. Tokyo drift maneuver. Okay, I won't call it that, but
So you're reaching.
he
towards
will
a
try to do a kind of
crag, so you're
drifting,
just
turning
like, all right,
thing.
You know what? We're gonna drift around this.
Yeah.
Around this crag. So go ahead and
Yeah.
roll your scout.
I have to channel Byron.
All right.
Oh,
Oh man, that's unfortunate. Okay, so your ship is hit.
Can I push it?
Can you push it?
Or-
No, it's an opposed roll.
No.
It's not destroyed. Don't worry. Your ship is not going to be destroyed completely.
completely. I'd rather not destroy it at all.
Okay. And you manage to round the bend just as the engine is smashed by some of the bolts, and you see a chunk of the side burners just get like flung off the ship, and the entire thing shakes and shudders with the multiple impacts. But you're around the bend and you're like, you know what? Fire the engines. And well, you're out of sight. And after another few minutes of firing those engines and
Out of sight, out of mind.
it looks like they aren't able to catch up. And
So, okay. We're fine. Is
At this
everyone
point,
is everyone okay?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
And then I'll see Hayes be like,
Hayes is sitting in a corner whimpering.
not quite then.
Oh, fuck.
Alright.
Bleeding.
Well,
I better go do some repairs.
he lifts his wrench
Does
menacingly.
anyone have the medical expertise to help Hayes here?
If you
I have a
an
36 in medicine.
That
Let's
would
go.
Yep, that would be the one.
Very nice.
Unless anyone has higher, I am going to operate now on
Yes.
his open heart.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, what? Think you might be skipping a few steps there, my friend.
The worms inside my chest cavity.
Okay, sorry. Yes, you're the. Yes, Keena's going to open up your chest and dig around there a little bit.
Okay, I need you to make another Constitution check.
really
You
going
were-
to dig around.
Yeah, you were out of the woods there. I want you
You're
to make
actually
another
gonna
Constitution
go.
check, and if you fail, you're gonna start dying again.
Oh.
Okay, never mind. He's fine. That is the most.
Keena proved himself a very competent doctor today.
Okay.
Like top tier, really.
Why have you got your fingers in my...
All right. So since you rolled an extreme success, I'm gonna give you the healing. But does anyone have any parting
Okay.
Let's
words
go.
before we end the session?
What a ride.
All right.
I'm sorry, Hayes. That's all.
Well,